Yeah? Well, why do you have to stay over? I'll be all on my own.
Because it's a hen do and I don't know what time it'll finish, do I? Besides, I'm going to get back from Bradford.
Maybe you don't want to come back.
If I thought I could get out of it, I wouldn't be going.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, it's all right. There's tea in the pot.
Morning.
Morning.
You know that I'm away tonight, don't you?
Yep.
Well, Betty's off, so I've asked Charlie to keep an eye on things.
How do you mean keep an eye on things?
I mean, see everything's okay with the pub.
All hands to the pumps, huh?
I'm sure I can manage.
Not on your own. And I'd feel better if Charlie was in charge.
You saying I'm like a dog?
Yeah, but in a good way.
Hey, go, mate. You behave yourself.
I'll try to. I'll see you tomorrow.
Come on, get it.
See ya.
Have a good time. You've missed a bit.
She's gone then.
Yeah. It's just you and me now.
Is it true you had a fling with Shelley's mum?
Who told you that?
Oh, you know, people get talking. I don't like to listen to gossip, but this is a pub. Well, is it true?
It was a mistake.
I see. And was this before you started going out with Shelley?
Are you telling me you've never made a mistake? Never woken up in the wrong bed?
Just curious, that's all.
By the way, this stuff about me being in charge.
Yep.
As far as I'm concerned, you're in charge of this pub. If you can handle it.
Yeah, no problem.
Good. Didn't want to contradict Shelley. Our little secret. Okay.
Okay.
Can we have some crisps?
Yeah, of course you can, as soon as Pippa gets here.
Oh, but we're hungry.
Well, she won't be long. And behave yourselves when she's here. No running round and shouting. That means you and old Chesney.
I'll be good as gold, promise.
Oh, go on, you can have one crisp.
Ooh, I love grapes, me.
Hiya, I'm home.
Kevin, what time do you call this? What's wrong with him?
He swallowed a grape.
It's an olive, not a grape. Oh, Sophie, pick it up and put it in the bin.
Do you miss me, Dad?
Do you think? Because I miss him.
Yeah. I don't know what I'd do without Karen. I just wish that you could see her the way I do, you know?
I'm trying.
Good. We'll try harder.
Well, go on, go home. I'll finish clearing up. And tell her I sent you.
I will. See you, Mum.
Night, love. Hello? Charlie? Who's there?
Only me. Didn't scare you, did I?
Did you have a good night?
Oh, it was okay. How about you?
Yeah, it was really good. It was nice to spend a bit of time with my son, actually.
Sorry I ran out on you.
No, it's okay. I enjoyed it. It was good running the place on my own. Reminds me how much I like it here. Thank you.
Let me help now. What can I do?
It's all done.
What about a drink? I don't say no. You deserve it.
Go on then. I'll have a small vodka before bedtime.
I love it when the pub's like this. All quiet. It's like when I'm doing up a house and it's stripped bare. Full of possibilities.
You know, an hour ago, this place was full of people. Talking, laughing, arguing. You couldn't hear yourself think. Now you can hear a pin drop.
Sometimes, when I'm working on an empty house, on my own, late at night, I swear I can hear the house tell me its stories.
Are you saying you talk to houses?
Prince Charles talks to plants. Think of the millions of things that have happened in this pub over the years. Fights, deals, weddings, celebrations, funerals, all in the same place.
You're quite deep for a builder.
I have my moments.
What? I don't think so.
I'm getting signals.
Oh, I'm not sending any.
Really? Because I get the distinct impression that you and me are on the same wavelength.
I'm not sure we're on the same planet.
Bit of fun, no strings.
No, thank you.
It's a one-night only opportunity.
I said no.
But your eyes are saying yes.
Are you deaf? I said no. What's wrong with you?
What? Oh, come on. I'm not blind. You came to see me. Look at the way you dress.
You stay away from me! If I ever feel your breath on my face again, it'll be the last one you take.
Morning, Liz. Tea's not long brewed. If you want, I could freshen it up.
Oh, I bet you could. But no, I wouldn't want to put you to any trouble. I think you're in quite enough as it is.
Oh, come on. You're not going to go on about last night, are you? Best to just forget about it.
Oh, yeah, you'd love that, wouldn't you? No chance.
And what does that mean?
Shelley is going to get a right earful about you, lover boy, the second she puts her foot across that doorway.
And what good's that going to do anybody?
Listen, Charlie, I'm going to let you in on something. Obviously, you've clocked there's no love lost between me and her. But, and this is a really, really big but, I wouldn't wish a scumbag like you on any woman.
You're making a mountain out of this. A man gets a bit drunk, and you are a very attractive woman, Liz. You can't blame any fella for chancing his arm.
Oh, you chanced a bit more than that. Well, this time you have really lost out. Big style.
And what good's going to come out of that, eh? All it'll do is cause Shelley unnecessary pain. Besides, you and me have got to live together under the same roof.
I wouldn't bet on that.
Don't play games with me. I'm warning you.
Oh, yeah? And what are you going to do? You're dead in the water, Charlie.
Don't bank on it.
Wouldn't you rather have surprise birthday presents rather than us just ticking them off your list?
No,
Why not? No, I would.
because I won't like the surprises.
Well, how do you know when the surprise is?
I just did.
Oh, go on then, read it out, but it better not be miles long. I've not got all day.
It's dead sharp. Dog collar, dog basket, dog rubber balls, dog brush, dog food bowl, dog water bowl, dog lead, and a dog.
You think she's trying to tell us something?
No way.
Hang about. Let's at least talk about this for a minute.
No, dogs are expensive. They're smelly. You have to exercise them all the time. They poo whenever takes their fancy. They bark all night, savage the sofas, stop you going anywhere nice for your holidays. And we could have guests who are allergic to them.
We never have guests.
Well, we might have now, and I don't want some randy dog slap to their thigh while they're trying to eat the prawn and their avocado.
Charlie, about last night.
Listen, Shell, I can see you're upset, but before you say anything...
No. It's me who's got to explain.
You?
We'd all had too much to drink, but that's not an excuse, is it?
Excuse for what?
I met this guy. I hardly talked to him. I mean, you couldn't hear yourself thinking there anyway. I didn't even know his name. I mean, he seemed all right, but under them lights, he could have been Dracula for all I know. No, that's not fair. He was all right. We were just dancing.
Just dancing?
And then, well, I don't know, he tried to kiss me.
And did you?
No, I wasn't that far gone. I just grabbed me bag and scarpered. No, nothing happened after that, nothing. That's bad enough, isn't it?
Don't be silly. He just read what he wanted to read. People do.
Oh, Charlie.
Oh, he's nothing, Shell. It's just... Well, in a funny way, same thing happened to me. I had somebody come on strong. They were, well, drunk. It was just a daft thing.
What happened?
Oh, I did the same as you.
What, ran after the ladies?
Sort of. I barricaded my bedroom door.
It happened here.
I'm saying too much. Look, I know she felt even worse than you did when she got up this morning. I know she did.
What, she was there at breakfast?
She lives here, Shell.
Liz?
Why don't you and me make a day of it? We're already booked in at the restaurant tonight. We could have one more here and then go do some serious retail therapy, yeah?
Oh, I'd love to, Frankie. But I'm afraid I've got to show my face at a wedding in half an hour. Oh, can't get out of it much, so I'd dearly love to.
Maybe I could tag along with you. Could be fun.
That it won't be. Just another boring registry office number.
Well, we could always liven up the reception for them.
Oh, I doubt they're the sorts who appreciate that. They've only invited a small handful of people, and most of them already hate each other as it is. Lawyers. I'll see you tonight, Frankie. Bye-bye.
See you. Bye-bye.
Hiya. Took your time. Any problems at the bank?
No, usual queues.
And apart from that, you managed while I was away.
Well, yeah.
So, did you get yourself a sign writer?
A what?
To change the name over the pub.
I'm not with you.
To paint out the name and to put yours there instead. Liz MacDonald, licensee.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Isn't that your master plan? To take my place in the pub and then in my bed? Hmm? Why don't you get yourself a nice red lamp so the men can see it from the street?
Okay. So what has Charlie been telling you?
Oh, don't look so stunned, Liz. Do you really think that Charlie'd have kept quiet out of sympathy for some drunken old tart? Well, me and him value honesty a little bit more than that.
Okay, so if he's been so honest, why are you raving on at me? Because if my man told me he'd hit on another woman just a few hours after I'd gone out, I'd kick him so hard into touch he'd have a permanent limp.
You got some front, you have. You get the elbow from my boyfriend, and then you've got the nerve to suggest
I get the elbow from him. Is that what he told you? No, Shelley. He went for me.
Get real, Liz. Look in the mirror. He wasn't exactly out to pluck a spring chicken with you, was he?
How stupid are you? You must keep your brains in your pants to get even involved with a rat like him. He has got a list of women as long as your arm, and he don't care what they look like. Just as long as they're daft enough to fall at his feet.
Yeah. And it must really hurt you, eh? Not to be even at the bottom of it.
I wouldn't touch that creep with a barge pole.
No, of course you wouldn't, because you're sport for choice you are, aren't you? Yeah, I know. I've seen him queuing around the block with the guide dogs.
You really believe him, don't you? You listen to me, Shelley. Much as I personally think you're a soggy, scented, stuck-up little cow who can't run a tap, never mind a pub. I was actually trying to help you here.
What? By trying to take away everything that I've worked and slaved and prayed for? Oh, thanks, Liz. Yeah, you're all heart.
Come on. Wake up. Can't you see what kind of bloke he is? Oh, is that the kind you go for? Yeah, that's the sort you like. One who's going to run you ragged, take you for everything you've got, and then go out, stay out every night, play in the field, and come home expecting a fry-up. Well, I tell you what, you've just won star prize. Congratulations.
Pack your bags.
What?
You're fired. Go on, go to hell.
Yeah, 2 coffees.
Cheers, right?
No, I was just reading in this magazine that new moons are good for conceiving on.
Is it a new moon now?
Oh, or was it full moon? It was one or the other.
Well, which is it?
Well, whatever. I mean, the rate we're going, we'll catch them both. Right. Do you know when the next new moon is?
I'd have to look in my almanac.
I thought you knew everything.
Well, the moon is waning at the moment, so it's in the next 2 weeks.
And is that good for women to conceive on?
It's unlikely, but, well, what would I know? Fertility, it's not one of my areas of expertise.
unfortunately.
Oops.
I'm not having nonsense like this in my pub. I say not in my pub. As far as I'm concerned, you are reinstated with immediate effect.
Well, in that case, you'll lose Shelley because she won't work with me.
Well, she's going to have to.
Well, I appreciate your support, Fred. But it won't work. I'm best off out of it.
But if you've done no wrong...
I am sick of her on at me every day. She won't rest until she's got rid of me.
You think she's doing this just to get shut of you?
I think she believes him. But she's got to, hasn't she? The alternative's too awful.
You'd think after all that business with Peter...
Oh, she's a sucker for punishment, obviously. But you know, I couldn't work here with him lurking around. I'd do something I regret.
He's a bad apple, and no mistake, I say he's a bad apple. Where will you get a job? Where will I get another barmaid, for that matter?
Hey, I'm watching that.
Tough. Oh, I like this guy. He really kills me. What are you doing?
He's distracted, aren't you, Les? I don't blame you.
I'm trying to find something decent to watch. This is better.
Some go on his favourite, this. He never misses it.
Television. It's all rubbish these days.
Well, I'm a fault in that case.
Hey, what about your tea?
I'm not hungry.
Oh, now look!
Right, come on, Les. It's obvious she's bugging you. So you say she got tarted up?
Yeah.
Well, you don't do that to sit in a flea pit while some wannabe DJ's calling out numbers.
All right, I admit it, but what can I do about it?
Go to the bingo and spy on her.
What, in disguise?
No, just stand outside and wait till she leaves. See who she's with.
Could be there all night.
Well, it's better than sitting around here fretting.
Oh. Probably someone important.
Oh, what is more important than making babies?
Well, nothing.
Well then, just let him drop dead.
Oh, I can't concentrate. Yeah, who's that?
Oh, sorry. I thought you wanted in, so I used my key. Why, what's happened? I've lost my job at the Rovers, so I was wondering if I could stop here for a while.
You've lost it? Why?
I've had a falling out with Shelley.
Yeah, but that's not our problem, is it?
Karen, it won't be for long, will it?
I swear.
So come on, what have you been falling out with her about?
I don't need the third degree about that right now.
All right, so you upset your boss and we've got to pick up the tab, is that it?
I wouldn't be here if I wasn't desperate.
You're not going to be here at all if I've got out to do with it.
Karen?
No, I'm sorry. You smirk at me every time I walk in the Rovers, and now you need me. It's different, is it?
Believe me, if I'd anywhere else to go.
Well, what's wrong with Deirdre's?
They've got no room.
A B&B?
Oi, this is my mother.
I don't care.
Well, I do care. And until she finds somewhere else, she's staying here, all right? End of story.
Sorry, I'm late.
So, how was the wedding?
Fine.
Here, talking of weddings, guess who I saw after you'd gone?
Don't tell me they got married while they were away.
No, but they have set a date for the wedding.
When for?
25th of October. Hello Magazine and OK are slugging it out for the rights.
Well, brain tumour victim marries into Seven Shop Dynasty. Bound to be the wedding of the year.
They were half put out and I told them they just missed you.
Really?
Yeah, he looked like he'd seen a ghost.
Good.
She didn't look too happy either.
Well, I must visit the pub more often.
Are you sure this is a good idea?
Well, if you've got a better one.
Well, if she's with Ronnie, she's not going to be at the bingo with him, is she?
Right, well, if she's telling the truth, we'll see her, won't we?
Well, how do we know if she's not already been and gone? And there's other bingo halls besides this one.
Well, this is where she normally comes.
What I'm saying is, if we don't see her, it doesn't prove a thing. We need to catch her red-handed.
Well, I still think it's better than doing nothing.
Oh, I'm going for a bag of chips.
Hey, what if she comes out?
Just give us a whistle, all right?
There you go, mate.
Thank
What's
you.
yours, Ben?
All right.
What's the bad?
Many in the bingo?
No, we're dead tonight.
Really?
Things have livened up a bit now, though.
You could say the same about my evening, too.
Oh, yeah? What you been doing?
Waiting for my luck to turn.
Oh? And how's it?
Looks promising from where I'm standing.
Really? So, what you doing next?
I don't know. Depends who I'm doing it with.
You gonna come again next week?
Yeah, of course I am.
All right then, I'll see you then.
Okay,
Ta-ra.
bye, love.
Hang on, I'll see you later.
You are?
I've got to go. I've got to go.
Already?
Les?
Stella, what are you doing here?
I've been playing bingo.
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, come on, we can go home together.
Is that Fitzovert Road?
This, where?
Do you know this bloke, sir?
Know him? I live with him. Why? What's he been doing?
He were only coming on to me.
Was he now?
It were her who come on to me.
I think you better tell me what the hell's going on.
So what are your plans long term?
I might try my luck in London at some point.
Get away from Dev.
No, he doesn't take up that much space in my head. No, I just want a fresh start.
How's married life?
Sorry?
You don't remember me?
No, should I?
I drove you to your wedding the other week in the taxi.
Sorry, you've completely lost me.
You and your husband down Rusholme. We said how strange it was for bride and groom to go together.
Oh, yes. I remember now.
Should hope so. It's your own wedding.
Oh, no, you've got that bit wrong. No, when he got married, he went with his wife in a taxi. And we were going to someone else's wedding that day. He's my cousin.
Really?
I remember you now. You were really proud because your son had just joined the army.
Yeah, that's right.
Believe me, if I'd been the bride, I'd still be in the south of France on my honeymoon.
Right.
How's your son doing?
Oh, it's fine, fine.
Well, good. Nice seeing you.
Yeah, and you? Let's go, I've got a customer waiting.
What's that all about?
Oh, God knows. Don't know where he got the idea I was getting married. In fact, I think I said never in a million years.
What a weirdo.
Who's telling truth? You or Elizabeth?
I wish I'd never said anything now.
Better out than in, as far as I'm concerned.
Who do you believe?
Charlie, of course.
Even though you weren't there?
I trust him more than I do her. And he's not that stupid to think he'd get away with it.
I've lost a good barmaid because of this. We're short-staffed now.
Don't blame me.
You've never liked her.
She's never liked me.
You sure you've not cooked this up between the pair of you just to get shut of her?
You can't be serious.
I think I'd dream up something better than this. Can you imagine what folk are going to say when this gets out? Good old Shelley. Found herself another loser. Anyway, I've wasted enough time on her for one day. Like you say, we're short-staffed.
Yeah. It's not the first time there've been stories about you and barmaids of a certain age. It's not the first time.
And it's not the first time Liz is tangled with staff either, from what I've heard. Remember Blackpool? Only this time, she didn't get her way. Think about it, Fred. She followed her husband round, lonely, frustrated. I reckon she makes a habit of this.
Did you try it on or not?
Why would I risk losing Shelley for a quick fumble with a scrag end like her, especially when Jim's got his spies out everywhere she goes? Do me a favour.
There is that, I suppose.
I don't know how she's dressed this up, but don't let her con you, Fred. You're too smart for that.
I'll leave it there for now.
I just don't want her thinking that she can stay here forever, like she did last time.
She won't.
Not Steve. I mean it. I want her out of this flat by the end of the week at the latest. Morning.
Morning.
Right, I'm off to work. Good luck with the flat hunting, eh? And I'll see you later.
Yeah.
That was a hint and a half.
Take no notice.
I shan't.
Well, you know this row you've had with Shelley?
Yep.
Well, don't you think that she might have cooled off a bit by now? I mean, maybe you should go and have a word, see if you can't patch things up.
No chance.
Come on, Mum, it's not just where you live. I mean, your job's at stake here.
The job's gone. She's made that perfectly clear already.
Yeah, in the heat of the moment when we all say things we don't mean. Look, all I'm saying is, you know, give her another chance to give you your job back. Maybe eat some humble pie if you have to.
She accused me of making a pass at a boyfriend. Said I tried to get him into bed while she was away. And do you know why she said that? Because he told her that's what happened. So go on. I go round there and say what exactly?
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Oh, happy birthday, dear Mum.
Oh, yeah? Isn't it?
What's that? Sorry?
Your birthday.
So then he lied to her and said you were coming on to him. Well, he's not going to get away with this. I'm going to have a word with him.
No, wait!
Mum,
wait.
he's just lost you your job and your home. And once word gets out, it's not going to do your reputation any good, is it? I mean, say Dad finds out.
Right, well, we have to make sure he doesn't.
Yeah, by getting Charlie boy to put the record straight.
Oh, yeah. And how are you going to do that? With your fists? Because that's how he'll answer you. Then you'll end up scrapping with half the street watching you. That won't do my reputation any good, will it?
Well, you can't just leave it.
Well, I don't intend to. I'm going to go see him and, well, I'm going to shame him into telling the truth.
Look, I'm sorry about last night. You know I am, and it won't happen again.
Will it not?
If you tell me you're going to bingo, I'll believe you.
Well, because that's where I will be going.
Right then.
Like I was last night.
I know.
As you should have believed to start with.
Well, be fair, you haven't always been where you said you'd be, have you?
Oh, have I not?
You know you haven't.
And I thought you were apologising.
I am.
No, you're not. You're telling me you were right not to trust me all along.
Well, there's been times, hasn't there?
Never mind times. A relationship has to be based on trust.
I know.
But you don't trust me, do you? And you proved it last night.
And I've said... Well, I've said all I can say. I don't know what else you expect.
Neither do I.
Oh, I'll see you later. Come on, out! I'm wasting my breath in there. I don't know why I bothered coming back.
Well, she was in a right good mood, so you came back, laughing her head off.
Excuse me? You've saved me a journey. I was just coming to see you.
Go on.
Right, I'm prepared to accept that what you said to Shelley was spur of the moment. Then, once it was said, you had to stick to it. But I don't deserve this, and you know that. So I'm asking you, please, will you tell her the truth? I don't want my job back. I don't ever want to move back in there. But I do want my reputation.
I hear what you're saying, but... Sorry, no.
You won't?
No.
So you're standing there and telling me to my face you're going to keep on lying?
Basically, yeah.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. You're a liar, and you just admit it.
Oh, what? And you're the innocent victim, whiter than white, are you? Don't make me laugh. You've been giving me the come on for weeks.
I have not.
Tell you what, if you still fancy it, you know where I am.
I know what you are.
Liz? Hey, are you all right? What's happened?
Him. That's what's happened.
Is there any possibility of us putting this unpleasantness behind us and starting afresh, so to speak?
If you mean Liz coming back, then no.
Oh, dear. See, Elizabeth, she's not just an exceptional barmaid and well-liked in these parts.
Well liked by who?
Thing is, she's on her own in the world.
Hardly. She's got a son who lives across the road.
I'm speaking matrimonially.
You mean her husband's in jail? So?
So, as it were me that brought her here, I'm sure you'll appreciate the fact that, well, I feel a bit responsible for her.
So give her a job in your butcher's.
You're not being very helpful.
I don't intend to be. She's finished here. Now, if you want to give her a job back, then OK, fine by me, it's your pub. But you'd be looking for a new manageress.
What if she doesn't live in, just works here?
No.
Because I'm not going to get him pregnant, am I? With her in the next door bedroom.
Now that is probably why she's moved in.
Yeah, it's why she's been moving out, I know.
In the meantime, I shall do everything I can to help, so don't worry.
Sorry to interrupt.
Excuse me? You just can't walk in here, not anymore.
He's done it before, hasn't he? Your boyfriend lied to you about going on while you were away. That's why your mother left. Did you know this?
Well...
Charlie lied to get rid of her mother.
Whatever happened between me and my mother has got nothing to do with you.
Which I would agree with. Until I find the same thing being done to me. How many more times is it going to happen before you open your eyes and realise what he is?
Not realising what you were like was my only mistake.
Barley, ladies, barley.
Do you really think that I would wait till you were away and then, never mind, I'd be risking everything, but try and get him into bed and then he refused me?
Elizabeth.
No, shut up, Fred. I want her to answer this.
Yeah, I do believe that.
Yeah. Like you believe everything he told you about your own mother.
Yeah.
Do you know, I feel sorry for you.
Well, thank you very much, but there's no need.
Well, there will be. You can't fool yourself forever. Not with a rat like him.
We got fed up of wandering the streets. We thought we'd keep you company for a bit.
Is that what you thought, did it?
No, I did. Anyway, what's the matter? Who was that on the phone?
Look, can you do me a favour?
Well, yeah, of course I can.
Can you look after the switch? I've got some business to do.
So now, I'm in the doghouse.
Howdy.
I gather you got my mum the sack.
That's what she told you, was it?
And more, yeah. I suppose you thought you could say what you want, did you? I mean, what would it matter? What could she do? Her old man's inside. He can't touch you.
Your mother. Nice lady. But she gets a bit carried away when she's had a drink or two. And she's lonely. Been on her own a long time.
Shut your mouth.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you wanted me to explain what happened. Oh, it doesn't really matter what I say. You're going to believe her anyway, aren't you?
That's right.
So, no point me saying anything. Okay. So come on. Have a go. If that's what you've come for, come on.
You don't say anything about my mother. To anybody.
Why would I anyway?
And if anybody asks why she left the job, you don't know.
She's the only one talking. Else how come you think you know all about it?
You really fancy yourself, don't you?
Look, I wish none of this had happened, right? But it did. So what can I do? You tell me. What?
You just keep watching your back. Charlie.
Time I set foot outside the house, I should be taking Amy with me.
Well, just tell her you're not.
Yeah, well, then she looks horrified, like I betrayed her. Half a bit and a red wine, please, Sherry.
I see Charlie's done a repeat performance, and it's Liz who's getting it in the neck this time.
I beg your pardon.
Well, come on. You might have believed him once, but twice.
I think that's my business, isn't it? Which I can manage by myself. Fred?
What?
Will you serve these two, please? Else they may as well leave because I'm not serving them.
No, I was just that fed up. I've done nothing but wander around the streets with her all morning.
Oh, yeah, it must be awful.
Yeah, it is. So, I've been thinking, right? Seeing as Karen's so keen on having a baby, why don't the two of you have Amy for a bit? I mean, it'll be good hands-on experience for her and she'll find out what it's really like.
If that had come from anybody else, I'd say you can't be serious.
Yeah, well, I am. Dead serious.
I know.
Well, you're a dad, aren't you? And I know you want to spend more time with her. And Karen's so keen on playing mummy, well, it'd be great for the two of you.
And it'd give you time off.
Yeah, well, there is that.
Well, Tracy, I'm sorry, but the answer is no. Not in a million years.
Oh, right, so Karen's just talking about it, is she? She's not really that keen on having a real baby on her hands?
Well, I'm not going to discuss Karen with you. Now, you've asked whether we'll look after Amy. The answer is no, so you can go now.
Oh, charming. Right, come on, Amy. It's obvious your daddy doesn't want us here anymore.
Am I the most stupidest woman on the planet?
Of course you're not.
No?
No.
Well, can lightning really strike twice? First with my mum and now with Liz?
Why would Charlie risk everything he's got going with you?
Because he's like that? Or because he's a fella and they're all like that?
They're not, though.
The ones I pick seem to be.
So now you're saying you believe Liz?
When it first happened, I believed Charlie. And that was it. And I was determined that was it. And I wasn't going to listen to anyone else. And I haven't. I mean, not when Liz had another go at me or when Deirdre put her two-penneth in. I just ignored him.
Well, then.
But you can't not listen to yourself, can you?
I tell you what would set my mind at rest. What? If I knew some fella had shied her up, like you, for instance.
I wouldn't do that to you.
Listen, can't you? If you shied her up and she turned you down, said you'd got no chance, 'cause she was happy with the fella she'd got. If I knew she said that, well, I'd be all right then.
Hiya.
Hello.
All right, Sunita.
Yeah, I better get going, though.
Not on my account, I
Well,
hope.
Dev will be wondering where I am. See you later.
All right, see you.
See ya.
Just thought I'd better mention I've had that Steve McDonald trying to throw his weight about.
Can I ask you something and you won't go mad at me?
What?
Was it really like you said? Because, wait. You were both here on your own and you both had a bit to drink and maybe you started flirting.
Hang on. What is this?
I just want to know the truth.
And I've told you the truth.
But did you, though?
I see.
No, I'm not saying you didn't. I mean, maybe you did, and it's just me. I just need you to tell me again, that's all.
What's the point when you don't believe me?
No, it's not that.
It's okay. It's a free country, you don't have to. Like I don't have to stand here and be put on trial. Made out I'm a liar. You obviously don't believe me, and you're not going to, so okay, fine. It's the end of a beautiful friendship. I'm off.
You want coffee? We're out of milk.
Oh, I'll have black.
We're out of coffee and all.
Well, I'll go get some.
Why didn't somebody just say?
Hey, calm down. You're going to make yourself ill.
Oh, what is a cup of coffee? I mean, is that too much to ask?
I will be out of here the second I find somewhere else.
Hey?
She's getting at you, isn't she? Over me being here.
No. Well, yeah, maybe a bit. But that's not it. I mean, if it's not her saying, Steve, I want a baby, I've got Tracy saying, Steve, why did you give...
Make us a coffee, babe. What are you two whispering about?
Who's whispering?
Coffee's bad for pregnant women. And not having coffee is even worse. So, what am I missing? No, I was just telling Steve I'm looking for another job.
Oh, well, cruise ships are always looking for staff, aren't they? Cleaners and that, and you'd get a tan. A real one. No coffee.
I know. I'm gonna go and get some.
I said I'll go. You know, it's just that Steve wants to convert the spare room into a nursery. So, who's going for coffee?
I was just thinking whether we should have had a party for my birthday. Way of bringing a family together.
I'd have thought you'd have learned by now, having my family with us, that being all together isn't necessarily a good idea. Anyway, didn't think you wanted a big fuss making. I'll be over there.
I don't know.
Sorry?
Oh, nothing. I was just facing my 65th birthday. I'm wondering where it's all gone.
Oh, look, Amy. It's wicked stepmother.
I've nothing to do with that brat.
No, true. She's mine and Steve's. From a night of love. You see, we didn't need to try like you. Ever heard of the word chemistry? Look it up in the dictionary, eh? But I'll give you a clue. Don't begin with K.
Yeah, you know, me and my husband, we will be having a baby. And it'll be one that's wanted. Not one that's passed around the street to whoever will take it off our hands.
Yeah, well, I don't see you showing yet. But then it would be difficult. Through all that lard. Yeah. If Karen isn't pregnant already, then she will be after tonight. Yeah, if you can bear to go near her. And presuming you can actually have children after all this trying. Oh, can you imagine? Baron Karen.
Hey, bit of dignity, please, ladies.
Dignity? Bedroom ceilings of Manchester could be a specialist subject on Mastermind.
Oh, no, Karen. You should ask Steve what my specialist subject is.
You're a fool! Karen, come on, think of tonight. In with anger, out with love and all that.
Here, I'll whack her for you, save you bother. Yeah, well, you can bed Steve for her and all if you like. I think he'll be grateful for a rest from that gobby cow.
Yeah? Whoa. Karen, come on.
Ooh, Mr. Macho.
I know I was, wasn't I? I think I need to lie down. My knees have gone all knocky. Come on. Come on.
How are you?
Jobless, homeless.
I suppose I'm not your favourite person at the moment.
Depends why you're here.
I want you to come back to the pub.
What about Charlie?
You don't have to worry about him. Look, can we just go back to the way things were?
So, when I get back, I'm back in the Rovers. So then you and Karen can carry on making babies in peace.
Yeah, having my mum in the next room was cramping my style a little bit.
You sure that's the only problem?
Yeah, of course.
So you want a baby? Another baby?
This has got nothing to do with Tracy and Amy. This is about me and my wife, who I love and who wants a baby more than anything.
Yeah, we all know what Karen wants. But what do you want? Do you even know what you want?
I want to make Karen happy. You know, we've been through so much together. This will make us a proper family.
Yeah, but does Karen really want a baby? Or does she just want to rub Tracy's nose in it? And then once she's done that, she'll move on to something else?
I can't live without you.
Champagne, really, it's the start. I wish I'd had something to eat before I come out.
If my bloke did that to me, I'd do the mate, just to teach him a lesson. Not if the mate was Patrick.
I don't feel well.
Yeah, my stomach's turning and all.
You're not going to be sick, are you?
I need to lie down. Take me home, will you?
Right, yeah.
You're keen, baby.
We've got a problem.
Why? What's your mother done now?
My mum's actually gone to Brighton. Give us some space.
Oh, yes.
No.
Oh, Steve, this better be so good.
Where are they?
I'll get you a pie, Les.
Oh, ta-ta.
Ryan Ailey, never go out.
They're in Halifax. Demonstration of a ducking stool, followed by a pea and pie supper. Historical Society meeting.
Have you got the bitch's mobile number?
Look how many times she's turned it off. Ring it if you don't believe me.
Do you know, she's done this to spite me, to ruin my plans.
Our plans, Karen, our plans.
Steve! We're just never going to be free of her, are we?
Well, if you wouldn't let her get to you...
How can I help it? Because it's that baby, and every time she gets a chance, she uses it to come between us.
Well, we'll have our own baby soon, and then she won't be able to get at you with anything.
And what if she's right? What if I can't?
She's not right. We'll show her.
Yeah. Will we?
Seeing what I've got to put up with, hmm?
Do you know what? I've had enough.
Who are you ringing?
Emergency social services, please.
You what? Give it here.
No, Steve, why? Because that child has been abandoned. No, because Tracy Barlow wants to rub your flesh and blood in my face.
She has not been abandoned. She's been left with her father.
Oh, why don't you just put her on our guest towel, eh, Steve? And let her do to our wedding present what Tracy Barlow has been doing to us.
Well, I can't just put her straight on the settee, can I?
Oh, is that our tureen? Tell you what, why don't you contaminate the old flipping wedding list?
What was I supposed to do? Just leave it on the doorstep?
That's what her mother did.
Oh, flaming Nora. Well, her mother is vindictive and irresponsible.
Yeah, and she's getting away with murder. In fact, I wish Tracy could see this. See how well trained she's got you, because she would love this.
Will you just shut up?
And she would love that as well.
Where can I stash my bag so it won't get nicked?
Who the hell are you?
Oh, Violet Wilson, tar for the welcome. Fred Elliott's took me on. Who the hell are you?
Shelley Unwin, manager of this pub.
Hello, Shelley. Could you tell me where these staff toilets are, please?
Do you see where it says toilets? Ladies are through there.
And because I am a lady, I am not going in. Won't be fit to spit in if this bar's out to go by.
Ah, there you are. There's a brew with your name on it. And you, Shelley, love, come through.
Fred, who runs this bar?
You might well ask, I say, you might well ask. Bye. It's a right rat's nest, is this?
Oh, here she is. Not a care in the world.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't ring the police when you left your kid on our doorstep.
Oh, that's what you call leaving her with a father, is it?
So what kind of world do you live in where it's just all right to just leave kids in doorways?
A world where the parents share the responsibility for the fruit of their loins, Karen.
Do you know what? You are coming with me and you're going to collect your child.
I'm not, as it happens. And I'm not prepared to discuss our daughter's childcare with an outsider.
Childcare? Is that what you call using it to get in between me and Steve?
Look, I'm sorry Amy's made you feel like this, Karen. But I suppose it is best you know now, while your eggs are safely unfertilised. That is, if you actually have got any, which, well, remains to be seen.
Don't you dare get on that bus. Get your stinking brat out of my house!
Oh, look. Don't make me suffer anymore. Keep it on that sober's worse than whiplash.
Serves you right, you jealous weasel.
It was a moment of madness.
You planned it with your half-wit mate.
Well, that shows you how mad I was, involving Patrick. I'll make you up, Joe. I'll get you anything you want. Just say the word.
If you really trust me, you'll have to prove it. Little by little, day by day. But all you want to do is buy your way into me good books. Well, if that's your best offer, I'll have to make do.
I'll get you something blinding. Oh.
Not flowers!
Oh.
It is nice.
What's your secret?
Well, there isn't a secret. So just trust me.
You're full of surprises, you.
I'm surprising myself, Steve. I can do this.
I know. You're going to make a fantastic mother.
And you're going to make a great dad.
Makes you see how difficult it is, though, doesn't it?
Oh, it isn't that difficult. Oh, just look at her.
I know. Looks nothing like a mother. She must be a throwback.
She's looking at you.
She probably wants burping.
Steve, come off it.
All right. I suppose I could get used to this.
Oh, baby, it's time for you to go.
We've just got her settled now.
Yeah, well, she shouldn't be settled, Steve, not here.
Right, I'll get her stuff together.
Yeah.
Do you know what? You look awful.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, sweetheart.
Look, I can't take her now. I've got plans.
Well, so have I.
Look, it's Kieran's restaurant. It's really understaffed and I promised you.
Well, you're just going to have to break your promise now, aren't you?
Steve, listen. I can't risk losing him, yeah? I don't want to be on my own anymore. And I'm sick of seeing happy couples everywhere, yeah? You and Karen.
What about Amy?
I don't know. Steve, this is really hard for me, you know. The one person I can trust with the welfare, and you don't want to spend any time with her.
Answer the question.
Well, I'm just going to have to shunt around everyone I know, aren't I? Someone's bound to say yeah.
You're not doing that. I'll take her.
Well, what about your plans?
9 a.m. on the dot. I'm warning you.
Thanks, Steve.
I'm Jason.
I'm Violet.
Hiya.
Well, do you want a picture? I can sign it if you want.
Right, get in here, you. About time.
Sorry.
No. No. You can't do this to me.
Well, what can I do? I mean, she wasn't in.
So we can't even find her now?
Scarlet Pimpernel. Anyway, we went to the Red Wreck to get some fresh air.
And how long is she going to keep this up?
Well, I'm sure she'll be round in the morning.
Are you? Why?
Well, she's got to come to her senses sometime.
Sometime? Steve, do you know how a woman's body works? If I miss my fertile days, then that is a whole month down the pan.
Well, we can have another try later, when she's gone to sleep. Anyway, it'll give you a chance to get some more practice in, eh? I just don't know what to think about you.
Well, I know what you think about yourself. You're not worthy of anyone who loves and cares for you.
Maybe I'm not.
See what I mean? What hope is there for any fellow who tries to show you loyalty, eh? I thought that by standing by you and looking after you, I could help you get over it all, but maybe I was wrong. Think, Shell. You want to watch life pass you by and end up all bitter and lonely when you could be in a loving relationship with someone you trust. Well,
Oh, Charlie.
shut up. Give us a snog, huh?
I'm making myself a brew.
Oh, I'm sorry, Fred. Chuck a couple of bags in for us, eh?
I'll get out from under your feet.
No, don't be daft.
Shelley might as well rustle us up some brekkie, huh?
Don't push it.
Here, look. You've kissed and made up, then.
Yeah, and I've even got my sparkle back.
So I see.
But,
No buts. He's a nice enough lad.
but,
Hatton, you should spend a bit of time on your own. Get yourself back on an even keel.
maybe I'm not the even-keeled type.
You don't half put yourself through the ringer.
I can't believe you let me oversleep.
Well, I've been calling you for half an hour. You were dead to the world.
Well, you woke me up 3 times with her in the middle of the night. Oh, nice one, Amy.
Well, at least we know what we'll be letting ourselves in for when we have one of our own.
Do you know what, Steve? You know, the practice dolly routine really starting to do my head in.
Well, calm down, will you?
Calm down? I'm never going to get up the duff at this rate, am I?
Well, as soon as I catch up on some sleep.
You know what, Steve? You're not having a night off. You know what? As soon as Sprog goes back to doting mother, you can get this place cleaned up and then you can get yourself in the mood for love.
I'm knackered.
Now, you listen to me. There is nothing wrong with you, your food, your business venture, or your dream.
There's nothing wrong with me. You'll have that in writing.
Yeah. Well, apart from cheesy chat-up lines, an obsession with housework, and a big streak of self-pity that is running through your marrow.
You see, that's more like it. Because it doesn't suit you, you know. This all milk of human kindness thing. Oh, great. No time like the present, then, eh?
Just leave it to me.
I thought you said trade was picking up.
People are saving for Christmas pen.
Oh, please.
Anyway, I've just taken a really good booking for tomorrow. 16 people, 30th birthday bash, champagne, 4 courses, the lot.
Yeah, it was just as well.
You worked a blinder with that ad.
Yeah, well, I'll have a coffee and catch up on some phone calls.
I'll bring it over, hey?
Oh, I didn't realise you were on the payroll.
No, I'm not. I'm just helping out the man I love. That's all.
Then up go Antonio and his ice cream cart.
Look, I can't bear this atmosphere between us. Do you fancy a bit of company?
I'm lonely, Mrs. King. Not desperate.
I'm the house.
My house. And I like to do things by the book. Don't work too hard.
You think I like running a Marie Celeste?
And do you think I like bankrolling it?
Come on, guys. Party bookings tomorrow night. Things are looking up, eh?
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't be too difficult, would it? See ya.
Snotty bitch.
Hello.
And you're not helping matters either. She's going to be popping in tomorrow night expecting this place to be haven. And it's going to be dead as a dodo.
Yeah, right. And then you say, I can't believe Walker's offered 30 grand for this deserted backstreet dump pen. I reckon we should snatch his arm off.
He's offered 60 grand.
Oh, duh. Yeah, but you say he's offered 30, and then you say, but, you know, I have to deduct 10 grand for, like, you know, overheads, costs and things like that.
What, and she only gets 20?
Well, no flies on you, McCarthy. 20 grand for her, 40 grand for you. For us, yeah?
Do you think she's going to believe that I sold this whole shebang for 30 grand?
Kieran, look at this place. It's a disaster zone. No offence.
None taken.
Okay, right. Just back those long eyelashes and try and look gormless, yeah? Shouldn't be too difficult. Right, and then you say, right, I didn't want to throw good money after bad, so I decided to accept Walker's offer, and you'll be delighted to know that I managed to salvage 20 grand of your investment.
You know, you have a terrifying way of making a crazy scam sound sane.
Kieran, what is crazy about it? Tell me, right, why is it that only rich widows can have the life of Riley? What is with the lack of self-worth? I keep telling you, it's buttons to her, yeah? She invested it, she lost it. Right, then me and you, we go away together. Somewhere sunny. 40 grand in our pockets. By the time we get back here, the dust will have settled.
Do you reckon?
She's supposed to be some hotshot businesswoman, Kieran. She's hardly going to shout her losses from the rooftop, is she?
True enough. Somewhere sunny.
Yeah. You look after Amy, eh? I'll lie on a beach somewhere, I'll look pretty.
That sounds right.
And then we'll come back here, Kieran. And we'll start a new life. Together, yeah?
You know, in the movies, when you take the money and run, it always ends in tears.
Yeah, but it's not the money, is it? It's your money. All £40,000 of it.
There's no one in! All right, hold your horses.
Yeah, there is now.
Do you mind?
Where is she?
Oi! Hey, calm down, will you? What's he doing with her?
Well, your Tracy dumped her on us, and now we've been stuck with her for 3 flipping days.
Well, I'm sure she had her reasons.
Yeah, to ruin my weekend.
Or perhaps she was trying to make the feckless father do his bit for a change.
Is she in?
No. And do you really think I'd leave the poor little thing with you two if she was?
You don't have to now. Come on, you can have her.
I wish I could, but I can't. I'm having my dentures refitted at past, and I can't do that with a squirming child on my lap, can I?
We'll go another time.
You wouldn't say that if it were you that had to suck your bread for 2 weeks.
I don't know. She's been pretty good to me. I can't do it to her, Tracy. She's the only person that's ever shown any kind of faith to me, you know?
Kieran, another bottle of Chateau What's-It when you're ready.
I'll bring it over to you.
Look, once you tell her it's going to be easy, at least give yourself a chance to think about it. We deserve a break, me and you.
That's what this is about, isn't it?
What?
A 2-week break in the sun.
Of course not.
But it's just a bit of a coincidence then. All of a sudden, I mention the money and you've decided that I'm the most important fella in your life.
Oh, right, so what are you trying to say, Kieran? That I'm trying to rip you off or something?
Well, it's just a bit of a turnaround, that's all. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that you said that you didn't want to get into anything too heavy.
Well, yeah, because I was scared, wasn't I? You know, it's a really big step admitting you're falling for somebody. I thought you felt the same, but maybe I misread the signals.
I do care about you, Tracy, you know I do.
Yeah, well, you've got a funny way of showing it. You know, I finally pluck up the courage to tell you. You throw it back in my face.
Tracy, wait!
So what are you going to do now?
Dunno, I'm gonna find her. She can run, but she can't hide.
Kieran?
How are you?
What are you doing here?
I was just getting some shopping.
Yeah, well, I can see that. Why aren't you in the restaurant? I thought you said we had a big party booking.
Yeah, well, they cancelled, didn't they? Last minute.
Well, what about the other customers?
There wasn't anybody there. The place was empty, so I said I'd just give myself the night off, you know?
Well, it's a pity we can't all do that. The whole world would just grind to a halt.
You can't just close the place whenever you feel like. We're trying to build custom.
I'm working my fingers to the bone in that place. Why can't they have the odd night off, eh?
I told you he was a waster.
I'll tell you why. Because I put a hell of a lot of money into this and I want to start seeing some return. And so you continue to work your fingers to the bone until I see that happens. You know, maybe Mike's right. Maybe you are a waster. Now you get back there and you open the place.
Because I want to go out with you instead.
Oh, and now you're not going out with either of us.
Oh, go on. Give the lad a break. I tell you what, I'll give you the rest of the night off if you let him buy you a drink.
Oh, cheers, Shell.
What are you thanking her for? I've not said I will yet. Still, be mad to refuse a night off. Go on then, half a lager.
Hey, Shelley, what did you do that for?
Oh, thanks. Well, I'm a sucker for young love.
She's probably only doing it for free drinks. And he's only probably doing it for a free...
Fred?
Wow! That's what they do these days. That's what they do these days. Henry Road, I thought you were seeing what you call Candice.
He was, but he dumped her.
Oh, that's all right then. Oh, breaking the poor girl's heart just 'cause he's taken a fancy to somebody else. That's what I'm saying, see? Couples these days, they treat each other like commodities.
Do you think you're clever? You don't your kid on us, and then you bog off for 3 days.
Oh, what's the matter, Karen? You know I was out of joint because, for once, you didn't have Steve's full attention. Anyway, I was only doing you a favour.
Favour? And how'd you work that one out?
Well, I know how desperate you are for a baby, don't I? Seems selfish not to share mine, especially because half is Steve's anyway.
Selfish? Oh, yeah, you'd know all about that. You dumped that poor little kid in our doorway, and then you just leave her. I mean, anything could have happened to her.
Actually, I didn't dump her. I was round the corner. I was keeping an eye on her.
Yeah, well, you are going to say that, aren't you? Tell you what, Tracy, it isn't good enough.
Well, I really don't care what you think, Karen, because quite frankly, it's none of your business.
Oh, that's where you're wrong. Because, yeah, she's half Steve's, and as Steve's wife, I'll be backing him all the way.
What are you going on about now, Karen?
We've decided to apply for custody. And I reckon we stand a pretty good chance, seeing as you've deserted her already. See you in court, Tracy.
What have you been up to?
Now.
Oi! Come back here, you cow. You're not having my baby. Give her back.
All right, yeah.
There you go, baby.
Problem solved. If you think for 1 second that we wanted custody of that, then you must be off your head. Which you are. That's another reason why we don't want it.
All right, Karen, that's enough.
If you ever bring that anywhere near us again, you will regret it.
Yeah, well, I'd rather think that's Steve's decision, don't you? After all, she is his daughter, not yours.
All right, then. You tell her, Steve. Steve.
Karen's right, we don't want her around anymore.
Well, you don't mean that, Steve. Look, why don't you stand up to her for once in your life? She can't stop you seeing your daughter.
No, we don't want to see her, all right. Come on.
I take it there's going to be no more trouble?
No. Everything's going to be fine now, thanks. Have a couple of pints, please.
Hey, Karen, you played a blinder there.
No, didn't I?
I think it's really big of you, that, taking on someone else's kid.
Oh, Kirk, she's only winding her up.
Oh.
Do you know what? You should have seen her face when she realised she won't be dumping that little brat on us again, eh?
No, probably not.
I think it was your free drink that did the trick. Never seen a broken heart mend so fast.
They're all the same these days.
Where the heck have you been all afternoon? I've been rushed off my feet. You're drunk?
I am not.
You only smoke them things when you've had a few.
Don't deny me one of the few pleasures I've got left in life.
What's up with him?
Oh, taking a notice, Ashley, love. He's just in one of his moods, that's all.
He's decided that young couples these days aren't romantic enough.
I hope you don't include us in that.
I do.
Oh, Fred!
Well, if they really loved each other, they'd get wed. They'd get wed, wouldn't they? Hey? Instead of dilly-dallying around.
We do really love each other.
Why are you so scared of taking the next step? I tell you, romance is dead.
Rubbish.
Go on then. We'll see. Eh? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say something.
What are you doing?
I'm making an announcement. I will offer a free weekend in Paris to any couple who can prove to me that romance still exists.
Oh, Fred!
I think you've had enough.
Are you sure about this, Fred?
Perfectly. Another.
I've had enough of the whole thing. I've decided. You're right. Why should I not get something out of this? We'll give her 20 grand, but we'll keep 40 grand for ourselves.
Kieran, do you really mean that?
Yes, Tracy, I do. Let's take the money and go.
Definitely want to do this.
Yeah, like I said, it's time for a change.
Only I know you're decorated with... well, before. Once we start scraping, there's no turning back, you know.
Well, the place needs brightening up. So here, let's get cracking.
Race you.
Oh, man. It's coming off quite easy, this.
Another pair of you give over. That's going through my head like a skewer through dice chump.
Hey, it's not our fault you can't tangle your hell anymore.
I'd be fine if I'd have been allowed to sleep on. If folk hadn't started shifting furniture before the cockerel cleared its throat.
Sorry. We wanted to make an early start.
Hey, don't apologise. His sore head's self-inflicted. Just like his sore wallets. Paris won't be cheap either.
Paris?
I thought that was a lovely gesture last night.
You don't remember? Give over, you're pulling my leg.
Does this look like a puckish face? What happened last night?
You stood up in the Rovers and said if any couple could prove romance was for real, then you'd send them away to Paris for a weekend.
Never in this world. I wouldn't stand up and make a show of myself like that. Any road I'd remember. Wouldn't I?
You went to Kieran's place on your own. You were feeling down. And Scotch and Fret did the rest.
To be honest with you, I don't think Kieran was really up to it.
He's young. It's a big responsibility running a restaurant. You need broad shoulders, experience.
Oh, right. Well, you should be all right then, eh? What's up?
Sure know that guy from somewhere. Just can't place him, that's all.
Well, whoever he is, Tracy's certainly sticking the knife in bringing him here.
Everything okay with your meals?
Oh, well, it tastes fine, but the presentation leaves
Frank Walker. Yeah, I met him and his wife at the golf club last week.
His wife?
Yeah, I was telling him about this course I pay in Port Banús, but I couldn't remember the name. I do now. Won't be a sec.
I can tell him for you. I don't want your food to get cold.
It's Caesar's salad.
Hello again, Mike.
Sorry to disturb you, Frank. Remember the name of that course? Los Naranjas. Like I said, it's a bit tight off the tee, but it's well worth... They've got orange trees all down the fairway.
That sounds great.
Yeah, it is. What are you doing here, then, eh? Eyeing up the competition?
You could say that.
Right, well, I'm sure there's room for all of us. I'll tell you this...
No, I'm sorry. It's just... well, we're kind of in the middle of something here.
Yes, I'll catch up with you at the golf club sometime, Mike.
Sorry about that. It's just, well, Kieran's quite proud. I think he wants to keep the deal under wraps. I hope you don't mind me getting rid of your friend like that.
No, not at all. Sometimes there can be a crowd.
Sorry about the pineapple chunks. Must have picked up the wrong tin.
Ladies and gentlemen. Now then, okay, can I have a bit of hush, please? Now then, some of you, well, most of you, will remember that last night I set a challenge. The
Yes.
challenge stands. And I will be announcing the winner in here this Friday coming. Romance is not about where you are, it's about who you're with. I mean, any fool can get misty-eyed down by saying. No, Ashley, behave. Now, the winners will be going to Paris. The Paris Hotel Bridlington. No, but it's right on the front.
Miserable type one.
I like Bridlington. And a free holiday's a free holiday, innit?
Yeah, I suppose. Come on then. Fred, Shelley, look what Kirk's done.
Oh, it's very... Fred?
Well, as much as I like Tommy Cooper, I prefer a nice Panama myself.
You what?
Ow! I love Fez! Oh, Kirk, you flipping moron!
If you can make him out, Penny.
Thank you.
What is she up to?
Well, if he is married, he's probably making her pay. No evidence on the credit card bill, you see.
A cheque is absolutely fine. I'm sure you're good for the money.
Now that's settled, we can really enjoy ourselves. So, where to now?
Well, having seen the wedding ring and the family portrait in your wallet, I reckon you should go home, Mr. Walker, yeah?
Yes. Perhaps I ought. I'll be in touch.
See you then, Frank.
Call me Mike.
Boy! Drinking on the job.
It's closing time, Mike. He's entitled to. Right. See you tomorrow.
See ya.
Let's see the cheque then. I can't believe we pulled this off, Kieran.
And I can't believe you tried to up the price.
Well, there was no harm in trying, was there? No, but we'll have to settle for a 40 grand cut. 40 grand! How good does that sound?
It is good.
Mm.
I'm sorry.
It's all right, I'm not offended. All I did was open a tin of soup, put it in the oven.
My mind is working overtime.
Do you know what? I think I must have been in the back of the queue when they handed out domestic goddess credentials. Look, I know how you feel. I'm just waiting for it to all go pear-shaped. I mean, it's not every day you rip someone off to the tune of 40 grand.
Look, if we go to Spain, what happens to her?
Kieran, we're going away for 2 weeks. We're not emigrating. Anyway, right, I've heard about this wicked company that do villas and babysitting all thrown in. I can practically drop her off at the airport and I don't need to see her again till I fly back out. It was brilliant.
Did that?
Come here, you! So you can play that. Come here!
You'll have to get me.
Come here! Get here!
Thank you very much. Get the change.
Hiya.
Oh, hello, Tracy.
How was Dublin?
Ah, the crack was great. Hey, you want to watch who you're saying that to round here? Mom! Was it miserable?
We had a great time. Oh, and the shops. I didn't realise they'd be so trendy. Mind you, I had a job dragging your dad out the art galleries.
Oh, I've never seen such fine rococo.
Oh, listen, Mum, you couldn't do me the biggest favour on God's earth, could you?
It wouldn't involve this little one here, would it?
How'd you guess?
She must be psychic.
No, it's just for a couple of hours. It's just I want to help Kieran out with his work.
Yeah, all right then. Don't make a habit of it.
No, I won't, because after today, we won't be spending much time at the restaurant, will we?
Oh. And why is that?
No, I just meant me personally. Well, I'm just an earth mother, Penny, you know. Got to be with my baby 24/7.
Anyway, when you do pick her up later, I must show you the pictures of your mother kissing the Blarney Stone. They're hysterical.
That'll teach me to wear a miniskirt at my age.
Well, thanks. Penny? Mike?
Everything all right, Kieran?
Yeah, just want to talk to you about a bit of business.
Oh, well, I'm just off to the hairdresser's, but I'll pop round to the restaurant later on.
Hi, Fred! Up here!
Oh, it's you.
You wouldn't be interested in a love tub, would you? It might make a good prize for your romance contest.
Oh, what?
It's a whirlpool bath, big enough for 2.
Hey, I like the sound of that.
Well, if you want the reservation, it's not me you have to ask.
Ah, You got a reservations manager? Oh, why do I feel this maternal pride?
Well, actually, it's not a reservations manager you have to ask. It's the new owner.
What?
I've sold the restaurant.
What do you mean? You can't have.
I have.
But you need my signature for a start. Tell me you're joking.
Not joking.
Kieran, how can you sit there like that? This is impossible. I am a partner in this business. What on earth do you think you're playing at?
I can explain.
Well, start. And I'm warning you, this had better be good.
Right, Doc, have a pint, please. Dry white wine, is it?
Oh, can I have a spritzer? Live a little.
What have you come as? More to the point, who's seeing to our Joshua?
Oh, we've left him outside in his pram. Don't worry, though, he's got a bag of crisps, full can of pop. He'll be fine. I'm joking, Fred. Haley's looking after him.
If you ever think of turning into stand-up comedy, don't.
It's being so hard, you know.
My heart bleeds for you, Kieran. Forgive me for not mopping up the tears, but the way I see it, I've lost a lot of money.
I'm giving you back 20.
You've ripped me off.
The place was hemorrhaging money every night, Penny. I couldn't get the customers.
Teething problems, all businesses go through that. Why didn't you just pick up the phone?
I wanted to, but I didn't want to look like a failure. I took care of all the paperwork and...
Well, you certainly dotted the I's and crossed the T's, didn't you? But somehow I think you're a bit dyslexic. Oh, and talking about eyes, you certainly thought you could pull the wool over mine, didn't you?
It wasn't like that. I promise you.
Full of them, aren't you? And you're full of something else as well. And if I wasn't such a lady, I'd tell you what it was.
Exactly. It's because you're a lady that I didn't want you
I am sick to death of men like you taking advantage of my better nature. The little woman who doesn't know her backside from her big toe.
It wasn't like that. This wasn't about you. This was about me not wanting to look like a fool in front of you.
How do you think you look now, Kieran? Because I'll tell you something for nothing. I refuse to look like a mug. Got that?
Look, I'll give you a cheque tomorrow. Look, I'll give you a cheque right now. I just wish it could be for more. But there were so many expenses, you know. So maybe I'm not the best businessman in the world.
Oh, you don't say.
Look, I don't blame you for kicking off like this.
What you've done is illegal.
I know.
You can't just sell a business from under my nose like that. This is very basic stuff. We're talking page 1.
I thought I could get all your money back for you. I thought I could save you the heartache. I was wrong, okay?
You know the worst thing about this, Kieran? Shall I tell you? The 3 small words Mike is going to say to me any day now. Told you so. Well, I should have listened to him. I could swing for you.
Could I have a bit of hush for Kenneth? He has a few words he wants to say.
Ken? I won't keep you long, but it's my stab at the romance competition.
You show me up.
Now, some of you probably know, but recently, Deirdre surprised me with a trip to Dublin for my, well, let's call it significant birthday. So now, I want to surprise her with a poem that I've written to say thank you for everything. A rose, by any other name but Deirdre, is not a rose at all. A shoulder to cry on, and beneath, 2 arms to steer me, my safety net to catch me lest I fall. My north, my east, my south and west, my safety buoy, my life vest. I close my eyes and sniff her heady scent. For yes, a rose by any other name but Deirdre surely is not a rose at all.
Oh. I don't know what to say.
Anyone ever written you a ditty? Possibly the odd limerick or the toilet wall.
Ashley, what have you been doing with Shelley?
I've just been advising on meat.
Yeah, that's right. He's been giving me meat advice, you know, what with him being a butcher and everything.
What's going on? You've been gone ages.
Ouch. Stop crowding me, woman. Now, can everyone give me a bit of space, please? Do you want to dance?
What?
Come on. No, I'm just kneeling down.
Brian Harvey never knelt.
Brian Harvey never asked you to marry him.
Eh?
Go on, Claire, I'm mad about you. Every time I look at you, your car horn's beeping. Just like England have won a big game. Every time I feel down, I just have to look at you and you lift me up dead high. You make everything so much brighter.
You want to get your eyes tested then?
So will you? Will you make me the happiest man on God's earth? Will you do me the honour of being my wife?
I don't know what to say. Yes! I don't need people telling me what to do. I only listen to my heart.
And what does that say?
Go for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have as a competition winner. Ashley Claire.
I think I'll make us Vichy carrots, you know.
Your mum's coming out for lunch. She's not expecting a banquet.
I just want to create a good impression, Ashley. It's important to me.
Yeah, I know it is. Hey, look. That's how you make me feel.
I make you feel like a King Edward.
Like king of the world.
I promise I'll never, ever cook it.
Now then, I've a New World claret, that's a belter, and a very nice dessert wine to go with pudding.
Actually made me an engagement present.
It's a mutilated tuber, is that? Oh, well, I always say, the best presents are the one that cost nought. Speaking of presents.
What is it, Ashley?
It's 2 tickets to Paris. Paris, France.
No. Oh, Fred!
Well, you didn't think I'd send you to Bridlington, did you?
Rubbish. Is this the best wine you've got?
What you see is what we've got.
Really? Dev needs to improve his taste. There's nothing worse than going down market. No offence, but I think I'll give it a miss.
Suit yourself.
Oh, I always do. You see, I'm visiting a friend, and I'd hate to disappoint her. She's been through a lot recently. Maybe you know her. Her name's Maya.
If you're not buying, can you please leave?
I'll send her your regards.
You tell her to stay away from me and Dev.
You think she's stalking you?
I won't put it past her.
She's upset.
Upset? Insane, more like. She's trashed his flat and taken him to court.
She's lost everything. Dev, her job, her confidence. Now, if she comes round, it's to see me, right? Believe me, she doesn't get off watching you two play the lovebirds.
Now we get to it. You don't like me.
I don't know you, but I do know that Maya is the only friend I've got round here. Now, if you've got something to say it to her. I ain't nobody's go-between. There you go. Now you look like a big boy. And since you're a big boy, I want you to be extra good for my mummy.
I suppose that applies to both of us.
Don't start, Dad.
Well! Look at the two of you. This should be one of the happiest moments of your young lives, and you're behaving as if Ivan the Terrible's coming to dinner. It's just not right. I say, just not right. When that woman comes through yon door, I shall tell her the happy news and get it over and done with.
Why, you said him scared of something?
If the cat fits.
Excuse me, but neither of you two will say anything. I will tell my mum when I'm good and ready and not before. Here we go.
Sorry it took so long, babe. Traffic was murder. What's happened now?
While you were out, I spoke to someone and it got me thinking.
Yeah, about?
Our marriage.
Look, sort itself out. You just have to be patient.
Well, I'm sick of being flaming patient, Parek. So, you're going to take the rest of the day off and you're going to come with me and pick out flowers for the wedding. Unless you're too macho for that.
She did us proud, did Claire? Did you like the claret?
Oh, yes, indeed. It was very mature. I just wish I could say the same thing for my daughter.
In the time I've known your Claire, I've always found her to be a very level-headed young woman.
I'm her mother. I think I know her better than you. Oh, let me come to the point, Fred. As you know, I'm a tax inspector. Now, maybe it's an occupational hazard, but I tend to see life as a balance sheet. And when I look at this relationship, I see one too many minuses in my daughter's column. Too many questions that haven't been properly answered. Now, don't get me wrong. Your Ashley is a fine young man, but he's not right for Claire. I'm sorry if that upsets you, but I believe in being frank.
So do I, Yvonne. And you'll forgive me if I say to you that you're dead wrong. Love can't be measured by amounts of pounds, shillings and pence. It's the art that counts. As far as I'm concerned, Ashley and Claire have sufficient credit to last them a lifetime.
Is everything all right?
We were just talking business.
Yes, and very illuminating it were. Now then, you two. I believe you've got something to tell Yvonne.
Fred's right, Mum, we have. Ashley has asked me to marry him, and I've said yes.
Well, it seems I wasn't in complete possession of all the facts.
Mum?
I'll leave you to your celebration.
Oh, Yvonne, stay.
And watch my daughter throw her life away.
Why can't you just be happy for me? Don't ask me to choose between you and Ashley. You won't like the answer.
Those things I said to you, Kieran.
You had a right to be angry.
I felt foolish, but I didn't stop to think about your feelings. I really thought we could make it work. I so wanted to build something.
You're the only person that's ever had any faith in me. My own mother used to call me a dreamer.
Well, the world's a sadder place without them. I just wish you'd come to me earlier. Maybe we could have worked it all out.
Oh, I can't handle this.
Look, give it time. Kieran?
You don't understand what I've done.
It's only money.
Yeah, it's your money. All of it. I lied to you about how much I sold the restaurant for.
I didn't realise it was that serious between the two of you.
Mum, it's none of your business.
I'm sorry, but if you're living under my roof, it is my business.
We're not interfering in your life, Tracy.
Well, what do you call this then?
We just care.
Don't waste your breath, Ken.
You hardly know him, Tracy.
Well, when me and Amy get back off holiday, we're moving in with him, so there'll be plenty of time to get to know each other.
Oh, give over. It won't last 5 minutes.
Well, it's 5 minutes. I don't have to live in there with you lot. It's like living in a flipping morgue.
Tracy, love, I really don't think you've thought this through.
Well, maybe I haven't. But maybe I'm taking a risk. Well, when was the last time you did that, Dad? Oh, I know. It was this morning when you had marmalade on your toast instead of flipping jam.
Tracy, what has got into you?
I've gone mad, Mum. It's all that time living in there with you lot. There's no oxygen going to the brain because you've sucked it all up with all that flaming nagging.
Oh, I've got better things to do than to stand here and listen to this.
What, like cleaning your cauldron?
If you do leave, don't you think you're coming back?
Oh, don't worry, because I'm going where the sun shines. And you can stick that house where it doesn't.
Now, that's all of it, I swear.
Oh, and I'm supposed to believe you, am I? Oh, I see. Planning a little trip abroad to celebrate, were we?
I never wanted any of this to happen.
Oh, don't insult my intelligence. You and that bitch Tracy have planned this from the start.
It's nothing to do with her.
Oh, such loyalty. What about loyalty to me? I was your partner. Well, you haven't heard the last of this.
Penny, please, listen. We have to talk about this.
Yeah, well, the next person you'll be speaking to is my solicitor.
Well, look, I know I messed up big time, but I never meant to hurt you. Everything just got out of control. It's like as if I was in a hole and the more I tried to get out, the bigger it got. And I never planned anything. It just happened. And please believe me when I tell you how sorry I am.
Oh.
Look, I know what I've done. But I'm not a bad person. I'm not a businessman.
No, Kieran. You're a thief.
Is there a fire?
I need a favour.
Well, that depends what it is.
I need to get up there.
Amy's in the cab office. The taxi said it'll... What's the matter?
We gotta talk.
Yeah, we will. On the way. Come on, please.
No, we're not going. We're not going. The holiday's cancelled.
I'm sorry.
The money's gone.
Gone where?
I gave it back to Penny.
What?
It was a dead nice surprise, though.
Stay away from me.
It was the right thing to do, Tracy.
For who?
It was her money.
You would never have missed it. Oh, but no, you had to open your big Irish gob, didn't you? What am I going to do now?
We still have each other.
Oh, is that some sort of joke? All I've got is a suitcase and I've got nowhere to go.
I love you.
I don't love you.
You don't mean that.
You had one thing going for you, Kieran. The money. Without that, you're just another sympathetic loser. And you always will be!
Show's over, folks.
I wasn't sure if you're going to be in or not.
I'm not going anywhere while you still have a key. Come back and find me hi-fi missing.
Oh, is it?
There's nothing here of any value anymore, Tracy.
Kieran, I didn't mean what I said.
The hell you didn't. It's the first time you've been honest with me since we started seeing each other.
No, I was angry, wasn't I? I lashed out. Is that my stuff in the bin bag?
Yeah, and you're lucky I didn't burn it.
You're such a jerk, Kieran. I came round to apologise.
Came around because you've nowhere else to go.
Do you know what? We should be in Spain by now, enjoying a new life together.
Yeah, with all the other crooks.
You know, creaming it a little bit off the top, it doesn't make you Ronnie Biggs.
It was wrong.
Don't give me that moral majority crap. You bottled it.
I never expected you to understand.
So how much does Penny King know? I mean, does she know about the deal with Walker?
She doesn't know any of the details, no. But I'm going to go and see her this afternoon and plead with her not to press charges.
Charges? Oh, why did I get involved with such an idiot?
Well, at least you knew you were in it for the money. You know, the more I look at you, I wonder what it is I ever saw in you.
You keep my name out of this, Kieran. You got us into this mess and you will get us out of it, okay?
Tracy.
Yeah?
Key.
I have not changed. No, that's just a stupid thing to say. You just can't stand to see me happy. Mum, how can you even say that? You don't even know Ashley.
Right. Come on, Amy. Your sweetest, brightest smile, okay?
Could it be in for your tea, Mum?
No, me and Wanda are off on a mystery tour to Cleveley's.
How can it be a mystery tour if you already know where you're going?
It's a pensioners' special. Collins Coaches. We always go to Cleveley's. Hello. Where did you spring from?
Maybe Spain didn't suit her and she's run away.
Anything to escape from a dreadful mother.
Heard that.
You were meant to.
I didn't go to Spain in the end, and I've given Val Dunican the old heave-ho, so yeah, I guess I'm home.
You're not welcome in this house.
Why?
You heard what your mother said. Now get out.
I've got nowhere to go.
Tough.
Oh, right, so you're coming at me from all angles, are you?
It's what you call a unanimous decision.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, what about poor Amy?
She can stay if you really haven't got anywhere to go. But not you. You can go to hell.
Penny, I know you're very angry with me now.
Ah,
understatement of the century.
But all I can do is repeat how sorry I am. I have never done anything like this before in my life.
I think you set out to talk to me from the start.
No!
The Merry Widow, more money than sense. I bet you did your homework before you went in for the kill.
I wanted that restaurant to work right from the start.
You set out to screw me right from the start.
No. No, it was a genuine business proposition.
So when exactly did it turn into a con?
When everything started going down the drain. Trust me. Well, obviously you don't trust me, but it wasn't a premeditated idea. I swear.
How do I know you're not still taking me for a ride? First you tell me the restaurant sold for one price, then you change your mind. How do I know you're not still lying?
I've paid you back everything now, I swear.
And how did you sell the place in the first place without my knowing it?
I forged your signature.
Ooh. You're not. Who needs therapy when you've a 5-inch cleaver and a 4/4 of primary food? Ah! That's it, lad. You get it out of your system.
That your Ashley?
We've had a run-in with the future in-law.
Where'd you fancy eating?
Anyway, you like, I'm not particularly hungry.
McCarthy's.
Definitely not hungry.
Oh, problems, eh? I heard you and Kieran having a powwow in the pub.
Well, let's just say the novelty of owning a restaurant is beginning to wear off.
Partners, eh? Who'd have them?
Actually, Mike, we've decided to sell up.
What, already? God, blimey. I said I'd give you 6 months. You've only been open, what, 6 weeks?
Well, someone made us an offer we couldn't refuse. And anyway, my heart wasn't in it.
Come on. I thought you loved that place.
No, it was just a hobby. Sideline.
No way. It was your pride and joy. Is there something you're not telling me? Oh, come on. What's going on?
I've been such a fool, Mike. You're my family now.
So why don't you move in now, then? I hate it when you have to go home all the time.
Did you ever come back half an hour later?
Yeah, well, them half hours feel like full days. Please. I want you here all the time.
No. I can't move in with you.
Well, why not?
Because it wouldn't be right.
She's really got to, hasn't she?
This has nothing to do with my mum.
So what is it, then?
Ashley, I'm only going to get married the once.
So?
So I want it to be special. I want it to be right. I want it to be like I've always dreamed it'd be. And that includes you carrying me over that threshold on the day we start our married lives together. I know it's old-fashioned,
No,
but...
it's not. It's lovely. And if it's what you want, that's what I want.
You know, I don't know how you got away with it. I mean, you can't sell a restaurant like a second-hand bike. There are sort of contracts to be drawn up.
I don't know how he did it.
Do you know what? I have a good mind to go over there and break his neck.
No, Mike. This is why I didn't want to tell you in the first place. Don't get involved. Please.
Who did you sell the restaurant to?
That fellow who was there last week. Frank Walker.
Did you cop off? No, Maria's not like that.
Don't make me laugh.
Straight to the point, Frank, because I know you're a busy man. How many of these places have you got now?
8, including the new one.
What, McCarthy's, you mean?
Yeah, you were in there last week, weren't you? I reckon it's got a lot of potential.
Yeah, I know. My girlfriend helped to set it up. In fact, she ploughed a lot of money into that place. Didn't do very well on that deal, though, in the end, as it happens.
I'm sorry to hear that, Mike. If everything was strictly above board.
Oh, no. I'm not accusing you of anything, Frank. No, it's just, keeping an eye on Penny's interests. That's all.
Penny? Penny King, she's your girlfriend? I'd keep her on a short lead as well if I was you.
Why? What do you mean by that?
You were there. You saw her. Hang on a minute. What she said about the deal? Because she was perfectly happy with it when she signed the contract.
No, Penny didn't sign any contract. Kieran did the deal behind her back.
No. You were there while we were signing it, in fact. With that redhead.
Yeah, Penny.
She's called Penny as well?
As well as who?
I think we're getting our wires crossed. Penny King's got dark hair, in her 20s, helps in the restaurant. A bit young for you.
No, the girl you're talking about, that's not Penny. It's Tracy Barlow.
Look, I just don't know how to thank you.
Tracy's round, I think.
Yeah, well, I said I was getting one in, didn't I? So bitter is it, Dad?
Please.
And Mum?
I'll have a red wine, please, Shelley.
Yeah, me too.
So, it's definitely all over between you and Kieran, is it?
Look, don't, Mum. I feel so used, yeah? Kieran really let me down. I put so much into that relationship.
And what do you know about this other woman?
Just some tart he met in the restaurant. She's welcome to him.
Do you think it's time you bucked up your ideas, Tracy?
Thought you'd retired from teaching, Dad.
He's right, Tracy. Kieran's just one in a long line of unsuitable relationships. You need to find out where you're going in life.
Yeah, well, with you two as role models, the sky's the limit, isn't it? Sorry.
Careful, you're still on probation, you think?
Yeah, I know. And listen, I am so grateful you took me back in. And I promise you, right from now on, I'm going to be as good as gold. I'm going to be the perfect daughter.
Tracy Barlow, you scheming little bitch.
Mike, I've been waiting here half an hour. Where have you been?
I went to see Frank Walker.
Mike?
McCarthy wasn't the only one ripping you off. She was in on it too.
What's going on?
Don't know what he's talking about.
Hang on, I'd rather you didn't broadcast it over the whole pub.
She passed herself off as you in order to sell the business, and we were there when she did it.
Business? What are you talking about?
Fraud, Deirdre. Serious fraud committed by your daughter. You're going to go down a long time for this. I reckon you get a minimum of 5 years.
What are you doing?
These are going in Emily's dustbin.
What?
Look, you said you got them cheap off a chap at work. Brought a whole bootful from France. Well, that's smuggling. The police could at any minute come bursting in here with a search warrant.
You're being ridiculous.
Am I? Oh, I don't know what to think anymore. She's pulled some stunts in the past. But fraud at impersonating other folk?
All right, that's it then, is it? I'm guilty. I don't get a chance to explain myself. You just point the finger.
So Baldwin was lying?
Well, no.
So he was telling the truth?
Oh, not much gets past you.
Well, no, it's like what I told you last night, right? I had no idea what Kieran was doing. He just asked me to go to this meeting with him, sit there, say nothing.
I were only following orders. Didn't convince then, don't convince now.
I have tried to apologise, Gran. What more do you want, blood?
No. Just the truth.
Don't know the meaning of the word.
Well, or maybe I could knock off early and make you something really nice for your tea.
Yeah, fine. See you later. Come on. See you later, show.
Kieran, I haven't slept a wink all night. I've been waiting for the police to come knocking on the door.
And what exactly do you want me to do about that? I'm a no-hope loser, remember?
Kieran, you're the only person I could talk to.
What, do you want a hug? You want me to tell you that everything's going to be okay?
Yeah. Look, whatever has been said has been said. We are in this together.
Hug someone else, sweetheart. You go down, I go down.
You know, that really suits you. You ought to start wearing one more often.
I think the punters in the Rovers are more into a bit of cleavage and tight jeans. And Charlie's really good with that, you know. He knows it comes with the territory.
Well, he's got to trust you, hasn't he?
Well, we have to trust each other after all. You know, I think all that nonsense with Liz was good for us in the long run.
Yeah?
Yeah. I know I get jealous and suspicious, and something like that eats away at you. Starts to mess up your relationship. And now I know how stupid I can be. I'm not going to let it happen again, am I? So it's actually made us a stronger couple.
Oh, you don't know how pleased I am to hear that.
Thanks.
No, it's just that when you're not happy, it makes it harder for me to keep going on about how happy me and Dev are.
Well, I am. We're going to have a romantic night in tonight.
Mm.
As soon as he gets in, I'm going to run him a bath. Might even scrub his back. Got a bottle of wine, steak, candles, romantic music.
I hope he realises how lucky he is.
I just can't believe this is happening to us. The Duckworths, yes, or the Battersbys, but the thought of my daughter finishing up in prison, I just couldn't bear that, Ken.
Oh, we don't know that it'll come to that. Penny King did get her money back. And Tracy is a single mother with a little baby.
And that's another thing. Amy, what's going to happen to her?
We'll manage.
I just keep thinking about what Tracy said about Kieran. He was so charming, so convincing. He took Penny King in as well.
Well, I don't suppose any of us will be able to show our faces in the Rovers again after last night.
Excuse me, you're worried about the pub when Tracy could end up in prison?
I've already lived through the shame of having my daughter go to jail without having to go through it all again at my time of life.
Yes, well, right now, that's the least of my problems.
And do you really think that folk won't be wondering just how innocent Deirdre really was when all this comes out?
I don't believe you've just said that.
It's only what others will be thinking, that you'll be telling Tracy to flutter her eyelashes and make out that it's all the fella's fault.
Oh, will you shut your nasty little mouth?
I beg your pardon.
Ken?
No, I'm sick of it, Deirdre. You don't care who you hurt with your wicked tongue, not even your own family. And you just come out with the first bit of foolish nonsense that comes into your head, and the more vicious and hurtful it is, the better. And never mind that it's usually total nonsense. Causing pain is all that matters to you.
Ken, please.
No, this is needed saying for long enough. And I'll tell you what. If this business becomes common knowledge, there will be ignorant people making stupid remarks. Well, I'll not have them in my house!
Is it going to be a big do? Well, it's going to be a civil ceremony, but the proper wedding? Man, we are talking a proper wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, Dad. I'm sorry if you think I've let you down again, yeah?
Think? Well, what I think doesn't come into it. Look, Tracy, at the very least you behaved appallingly, probably criminally, and yet now you're trying to make out you haven't actually done a damn thing wrong.
Well, yeah, because that's what I'm trying to tell you, Dad. I didn't know what Kieran was doing.
Look, I brought you up as my own. Did everything I could to be a good father to you. And yet, time and again, your mother and I have been left to deal with the pain and the wreckage of your latest piece of nastiness. Well, I'm not prepared to put up with it anymore.
Yeah, well, some father you are. You don't give me a chance to explain myself. You just presume that I'm guilty.
Well, can you blame me? I mean, it's not just other people that you lie to and take advantage of. It's your own family. So is it any wonder we don't know what to believe anymore? And to be honest, I don't care if you are telling the truth this once. Because you deserve to suffer like you've made everybody else suffer.
Right, so what you're saying is that you don't care even if I go to prison?
Of course I care. But you know what? It might even be the best thing that could happen. If it stops you from being a selfish, manipulative, devious little cow. Well, if somehow you do manage to wriggle out of this mess, then I promise you, if you let us down once more, and for the sake of all those people you've never given a thought to, you can go to hell.
Get it off. Put it on. Dry it, wine, please. Oh, just go and crawl back under the rock you've come out from.
Well, if you'll just give me a chance to explain, Penny, I promise I will never book you again.
Why should I waste another second of my time on you?
Well, I am so sorry I caused trouble between you and Mike. But I had absolutely no idea what was going on till it was too late.
You keep saying that, but you pretended to be me. You admitted as much in this very bar last night.
Yeah, because Kieran said it was just a laugh. Listen, I was a little bit in love with him, to be honest. Well, he was there for me and the baby when no one else was. And well, I suppose I fell for his charm like you did.
Ours was a business relationship. It had nothing to do with charm.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's just Kieran. Well, Penny, he said he didn't fancy you. But he said if it meant coming up with more money, he'd do whatever it took.
How stupid do you think I am?
Look, I'm only saying what Kieran said. He said that he would enjoy winding Mike up, you know, letting him know. Anyway, it was only when we had that meeting with, you know, that bloke that bought the restaurant that he told me everything. And then he said I couldn't go to the police, I couldn't tell you, because by then I was in it as deep as he was. But all I kept thinking, Penny, was what was going to happen to Amy. I need a drink.
Hey, I meant to ask, Shelley, she happy with her sorry?
Yeah, she loved it.
Good.
Look, it's a lousy line. I gotta go.
Have you, any idea when you're going to be home?
I won't be long. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, finally got Amy off, but I'm sure she knows there's something going on. Still no sign of Tracy.
Oh, I dread to think where she is.
That stuff you were telling me earlier.
Please, can we just stop all this fighting? It's the last thing we need.
Listen, Blanche, if you want me to...
You had your say, and I've been thinking about it. I know I can be a bit harsh sometimes, but I've always felt it were right to speak your mind, rather than bottle stuff up. So I can hardly complain about you sounding off, can I?
Well, perhaps it did come out a bit stronger than I...
And Kenneth, please, don't ruin it by backpedaling. I'm sorry if I was speaking out of turn. And I'm sorry if what I said could have been seen to be thinking that Deirdre was as bad as our Tracy.
I think that's what they call a backhanded compliment.
But it's just my way. I know Deirdre knows how I am, but I don't expect everyone to. So, for causing any offence, I hope that you'll accept this apology.
Randy?
Well, it's just a pity that it's taken a crisis like this for us to understand each other a bit better.
But I don't understand. I thought if you had a good night.
Yeah, I just don't want a relationship now, that's all. Not with anyone, not just you.
It must be really hard for women like you know, inheriting loads of money. Men like Mike always waiting for you to make a hash of things.
And why on earth is that any business of yours?
Well, no, I just think that if this whole business with Kieran came out, it'd be really terrible, wouldn't it? Everybody laughing at you and that.
And the alternative is letting you get away with it and having a couple of pathetic crooks laughing at me? Don't think so.
What did you mean letting us get away with it? I thought you'd understood what I said.
You really didn't think I'd fall for your little sob story, did you? I just wanted to see you in action. You know, you're really not as good as you think you are.
All this down to you, is it?
Tracy!
Tracy Barlow? Detective Constable Goddard. I'm arresting you on suspicion of deception. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you may later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
Tracy!
Of course, you know where she gets it from. A real Father Ray. He more or less grew up in Borstal. It's in her genes.
Did you get any sleep?
What do you think? I was locked up in a prison cell.
Oh, love.
I don't know what I'm going to tell our Beryl. No doubt she'll bring up your cousin Marion's new conservatory again.
Blanche, will you just shut up? We need to think, get things sorted. So what exactly did they say, the police?
Well, they arrested me for deception. They kept me waiting for hours and then they questioned me.
Yeah, and you told them a pack of lies, I suppose.
No, actually, I didn't. I was really scared, actually.
And what happened then?
Well, then they let me go.
What about Kieran?
I didn't see him, and I never want to see him ever again.
Yeah, well, you're probably going to have to, because there'll be a trial. And the odds are that he'll try to blame you for everything, say it was all your idea.
Oh, I don't want to go to prison.
Yeah, but it's a pity you didn't think about that earlier.
What are you doing? I could ask you the same thing. Anyone could have come in here and swiped the lot while you were out cold.
I was just closing my eyes.
What, did you not get any sleep last night, then?
Not much.
So, you finally had your wicked way with a lovely Violet, did you?
No, actually, we're taking things slow, and if you must know, we didn't get in from club until gone 3.
I don't have to pick him.
You should have seen the way she was dancing last night. Oh, my God!
She a tasty mover, is she?
Everything about her is tasty. It's driving me up the wall, all this. She is so fantastic, but the minute things start to hot up, she pulls back.
I am begging you.
Deirdre, look, stop it. Get out.
Is this what you wanted? To see me this desperate? I'm begging you, Mike. For what we had. For all I ever meant to you.
What on earth is going on?
Crowd we had in last night, right rowdy lot. I hadn't seen him in arms before. Still, I did well for tips, though.
Charlie said it was busy.
Charlie? We weren't that busy when he were there. He left before it got going.
Oh, wish this place had livened up around closing.
They weren't as late as that. Charlie only had a couple, then he got a phone call and went off. He'd gone well before that. Oh dear. Hope I've not landed him in it.
What am I? Wife with the rolling pin?
I wanted her to leave Ken, come with me and bring Tracy with her. You see, I was prepared to bring Tracy up as mine. She was only a kid then. Now she's got a kid of her own.
So what are you saying?
I don't know. She tricked her way into taking your money.
Oh, you know it had nothing to do with the money, and you're the one who wants to bring the police into it.
Look, would you withdraw the charges?
Really?
You're off the hook.
I've been waiting all morning. Waiting for them to come, yeah, take me away. I took Amy to the park and I thought it was going to be the last time.
Come on. Now, girl. Like I said, it's not a problem. I've got Jason on a salvage job all afternoon. I'd rather have a crack at it while the kids aren't around. Yeah, well, you can show me your gratitude in a bit. OK, I'll see you in 10. Yeah, bye.
Who's that?
Oh, it's just a job I'm doing.
I've got some pies heating for your lunch.
I'll give him a miss. I've got to get on.
Can't you have a bite to eat? I've not hardly seen you.
Don't do that. I hate it when you do that.
What?
Wine. Look, I'm a busy man. You knew that before I moved in. Said that I can't be doing with women whining.
Sorry?
And why'd you talk to Scylla? You checking up on me? Is that it? Making sure I'm where I say I'm going to be?
No, we were just talking.
We've got a phone. You can call me any time. In fact, you did last night when I was at the Weathy Arms. Is that part of your keeping tabs on me as well, is it? Look, if you don't trust me, Shelley, then just say so, and we can finish this right now.
No, of course I trust you. Of course I do.
I just need a quiet drink.
Yeah, me too. What the hell are you doing in here?
Everything all right, Michael?
That tow rag!
Hey! I don't come to your factory pointing at your employees and calling them names. If you don't approve of my bar staff, tough. You can take your custom elsewhere. You'll not be missed. I say you'll not be missed.
Oh, so that's it, is it? You take him back on just to annoy us. You're pathetic.
Mike, I've dropped all the charges now. Just leave it.
Kieran, would you get Mr. Baldwin and Mrs. King a drink on me?
Pleasure.
Oh, Mike, just the man. How'd you fancy being the best man?
What are you doing in here?
Working, why? Thought I was still locked up, did you?
Well, I hope more like. After that stunt you pulled yesterday, pointing me out to the police.
Oh, I did more than point you out to the police. You want to read my statement? You feature very heavy in it, love.
Kieran, why did you tell the police about me?
Because it was your idea. The whole bloody thing was you. I wasn't going to prison while you were swanning around scot-free.
Yeah, well, no thanks to you. For dropping the charges, so...
So what did you do to get Mike Baldwin to change his mind? Offer yourself on a plate, did you?
No, that's enough of that. Tracy didn't do anything to change his mind. Now, we'd like some drinks, please. And I'd be very grateful in the future if you'd stay away from my daughter.
Don't worry. I won't be going near her again.
Why are we together? I mean, we see each other all the time. Sleep together all the time. But why?
Because that's what we want, isn't it?
No, actually, it's not. All you do is go behind my back. We lead separate lives.
Look, if this is about Deirdre...
Oh,
then,
forget it.
But you just said you wanted to know.
I mean, forget it, Mike. Forget about us. We've been together for months, but we're no closer now than we were at the beginning. I'm not wasting any more time on this so-called relationship.
Hey, no, come here, sit down. You're making yourself look stupid.
No, I was stupid thinking we could ever have anything.
Oh, dear, Michael. Day not going according to plan?
Charlie? Charlie?
Hey, Shelley, you've just been the right to do that. Oh, whatever's the matter?
He's just cut me off. Charlie, he saw it was me phoning and he's cut me off.
Don't be daft. Why would he do that?
Why wouldn't he?
No, higher. Higher than that. That'll do. Behind the bar, please. Room on the left.
It's a bit early for food, isn't it?
Nah, she's gonna heat it all up later.
You all right, Shelley?
Yeah, fine, thanks.
Hey, look. There's something in the freezer bag that shouldn't have been on the shopping list.
Such a heavenly spread. Your mother was just saying, weren't you, Urmila?
Wasn't I, darling? And who is this devilishly handsome man?
This is my best man, Mike.
He didn't tell me you had such a twinkle in your eye.
And is this Titian Temptress your lady wife?
No, just a friend, Rita. Oh, how lovely to meet you.
Mike runs the factory across the road.
Oh, and what do you make?
Well, let's just say ladies' underwear.
I hope business is booming, dear. A lady always needs pants.
Oh, will you feast your eyes upon that?
She may just be a shopgirl, but she scrubs up incredibly well.
You look good in silver.
I see us both in gold, actually.
Come say hi to Mum and Dad.
Don't she look great, Dev?
Candescent. Like an angel.
Dev. Sunita. No hard feelings? I know it's ever so slightly inappropriate for me to be here, but I just had to come and give you my best wishes. I've given this so much thought, and I just want you to know that I wish you well.
Is that it?
They really need to go in water, actually.
I'll stick them somewhere else if you're not careful.
Ranjeev! Oh, Urmila. I bet you didn't expect to see me here.
Well, you could say that.
And now I should go. I just wanted to give you the flowers and wish you both luck for the future. You deserve him, Sunita. I see that now.
I'm sure they wouldn't want to banish you, Maya. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Are we? Of course we are. Maya, come with me. Have something to eat. I hear the sarkar dal is amazing.
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, well, only if you're sure.
Of course.
That's so sweet. If you'll excuse me a minute, though, I've just got to go to the ladies. Oh, Sunita, that's quite a firm grip you have.
I don't like you. I've never liked you. I think you're a freak, and I'd like you to leave now.
Actually, Sunita, you're beginning to hurt me now. I bruise very easily.
Don't tempt me.
Look, you obviously have issues, and really that's perfectly understandable. I'll just go to the little girl's room, and then I'll be out of your hair.
I'll be waiting.
Sunita, don't be like this. I don't know that I can bear it. This might sound odd, but I was rather hoping that one day, after all this, we might be friends.
Listen, Maya, I've got enough mates round here, thank you. And most of them are on the right side of psychotic, so I tell you what, why don't you just nip to the loo and then leave, yeah?
I wish you wouldn't carry all this anger around with you. It's a killer.
Do you ever take any time off?
All the women in my life have said I'm married to the job. Not to them.
Should work to live, not live to work.
I know. I'm not getting any younger.
Tell me about it. I was walking to work this morning and I thought, how many times have I walked over these cobbles? How many times have I passed this phone box? And I thought, is this it now? Forever and ever? Get up in the morning, feed the kids, wash the pots, get off to work. Phone, file, chit-chat with the boss, chit-chat with the colleagues, back home.
Where's Charlie? Oh, it's all right. He'll be here in a minute. He's doing some work up at the convent. One of the sisters is giving a bit of stick.
Oh, you're all right, though.
Yeah, of course we're all right. Hey, tell you what, this party's a great success. Everyone's having a lovely time.
I'll second that. So where's, you know who?
She whose name must not be mentioned. She went to the loo about 3 years ago and hasn't been seen since.
Do you want me to have a look in, see what's occurring?
Oh, spoke too soon.
Anita, you know I can chuck her out. It's my pub. Just give me the wink.
So, I think at my imaginary dinner party for people dead or alive, I'd invite Emily Hurst.
Good choice. You have a lot in common.
Princess Diana, obviously. Claire Short and Rod Hullin. You go.
Well, Wilfred Owen. U.A. Fanthorpe.
Well, I've never heard of him.
Well, another poet. And, I'm sorry, I can't concentrate.
Stick another one in there, Kieran, and fill it up to the brim.
Coming up.
Cheeky. Do you cry yourself to sleep every night, Kieran?
Now, why would I want to do something like that?
Was you with a film? Keeping Sunita company while she was revving herself up for death. I bet when she was in bed with you, she didn't even see your face. She saw his. It's really upset me, but I think I'm reaching closure.
Well, I'm really happy for you.
Cheers, Kieran.
Are you going to pay for that?
Oh, God, I'm so sorry. Get out of my party, you stupid freak. Sunita, I can't believe you're being like this. It was a mistake, I swear. Kieran, tell her.
Right, come on, lady, that's it. Enough. Out.
Get your hands off me. I've never been treated like this in my whole life.
You should get out more now. Out. Seems a bit harsh, doesn't it?
Well, if it was a mistake.
Women.
What do you understand?
I understand plenty, love.
Is it so bad to wish happiness on someone? And yet somehow, and this is the weird thing, that makes me the devil incarnate.
I tell you what the weird thing is, Maya. You.
Oh, I'm fighting a losing battle. I don't know why I bother. Oh, it's really fantastic.
My pleasure.
Hey, love, I was watching that.
Exactly. You were watching that, and now you're talking to me.
How many of them have you had?
Oh, you having a go at me now, are you? About how much I drink? Well, if you're not happy in our relationship, why don't you go out and have an affair? But I tell you what, don't choose someone obvious like, Violet or some gorgeous 18-year-old with chest out here and legs up to here. Oh, no. Why don't you go for the oldest swinger in town like Gail Platt?
Don't speak like that about Gail.
Quick to defend her, aren't you? I wonder why.
What are you going on about, woman?
I think it's past your bedtime.
Why? Do you want to come and get Granny Platt round?
Shelley, you are making absolutely no sense.
I am making perfect sense.
What's the matter with you?
Well, I'm sure you can write me a list about that.
I don't need this.
Where have you been, eh? For the past few nights, where have you been?
I haven't been anywhere. What? Drinking, working, what?
You're telling me something and I'm seeing something else. I will not stand for lies, Charlie.
I don't understand.
You said you were working up at the convent, but I saw you coming out of Gail's. Don't laugh at me, Charlie! I said, don't laugh at me, Charlie!
Yeah, but you're pretty with it, though. I'm just bored full stop. Nothing ever happens round here. It's just dull, dull, dull.
Come on! Come on, you miserable old tart! How am I with you about nicking other people's boyfriends? Come on! Come on, yeah, that's it! Get down them stairs! You sound like a herd of elephants!
Get back in here!
This better be important, Shelley. I was in bed.
So you spend a lot of time in there, do you?
What's he on about, Charlie?
She's drunk, ignore her.
I am not drunk. I am livid.
Oh, I've had enough of this. Some of us have got to get up in the...
Oh, no, you don't.
Get your hands off me.
Well, get your hands off my fella.
I haven't touched your fella.
Shelley, leave her alone.
Get off me, Charlie.
Is this what this is all about?
I saw him coming out of your house last night. I saw him with my own eyes.
Well, you better get your eyes tested, you silly girl.
He's building a bed for Bethany.
Huh? Do you seriously expect me to believe that? Oh, pushover, you know.
David, go back to bed.
What do you think you're doing,
David, get inside.
Are you scared of his mother, seeing her as an old slapper?
Who are you calling a slapper?
Oi! Rowing it straight! You're lowering tone.
Oh, go on, Shelley, smack her one. You lay one finger on me and I'll call the police. David, get the phone.
There's no need for that, Gad.
Oh, isn't there? I'm not going to have any old drunk turn up on my doorstep and accuse me of being a slut.
I think is the word you're looking for, Gail.
Mum.
I tell you what, I'll ring the police.
Shelley!
The person who's going to get arrested round here is you for being drunk and disorderly.
Oh, you'll be used to having police around, won't you? With all your exes being mad axe men. Can't you get a decent fella, right? So you have to steal mine?
Go on, Shelley, deck her one. David, tell her what Charlie was doing here.
I'm not thick, you know.
I used to think not. David, tell her.
He's been building a bed for our Bethany.
Hey, do you mind? You just woke our Joshua up. Can you not talk inside? Shelley?
She reckons Gail's been bonking her Charlie.
Well, I haven't. So go home, Shelley. Take your furtive imagination and sleep it off.
So is that the end of it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, you should have punched her, Shelley. Oh, Leanne, did you see that? Not even one drop of blood.
Yeah, no.
You thick bitch.
What you set, mate? 10 minutes. And no hair of the dog. Hey, Charlie, lad. What do you think? 160 horsepower, which is 159 more than Dev's got.
Les, if Sunita's now in 10 minutes, go and get her, eh?
Yes, my lady.
Have you apologised to Gail?
Why aren't you changed?
I don't dress up to mix sand and cement.
You've got to come for Sunita.
Have you apologised?
She was out, but I will.
Stop panicking, look. She needs a cunt left yet. They're not going to start without her, are they?
Oh, what's this?
Oh.
Hey! As ordered. You wouldn't think you could get all that from only eating, eh, would you?
It's like picking on a surface.
Blanche, I notice you're wearing a black skirt.
You shouldn't be staring at ladies' lower halves.
Look, boy's been doing some research.
Into women's clothing? Do you have some sort of shift system in your house for who wears the trousers?
Research into Hindu marriages, practices and beliefs. I feel you ought to know that the colour black augurs ill fortune on these occasions.
Well, Sunita doesn't strike me as being a superstitious type.
And Blanche's blouse is colourful enough.
And what does that mean? What's up with it?
No, I meant it nicely.
Bad luck, you say? Oh, we wouldn't want that. How much have you got, Deirdre? I'll go and see what they've got in that row of shops round the corner.
Well, I've only got 30 quid, but I need
I'm not copping the blame for when them two have fallen out and are shouting divorce up and down the street. Any road. You owe me for shrinking my skirt. That's an improvement.
It's funny how things have turned out. You're taking me to my wedding.
Shows how far we've come.
I'm sorry about everything that happened.
Look, we had a good time. We had a laugh. But I look at you now, and I look at him. And you're a different kind of happy.
What do you mean?
Well, we've a good girlfriend-boyfriend, right? But you and him, well, you'll be a good husband and wife.
I can't see Jayesh. He's not come.
Don't worry. Shelley would have called if there was a problem, all right?
Yeah, but what if he doesn't turn up?
Come on, let's walk.
Hey, you're blocking the entrance!
Close the door and let them know you don't notice.
Mom!
Oh! Don't make it easy for him. She's weakened it now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just really nervous.
Just a minute. Okay, hang on.
Let him just do it, Ranji.
Okay, ready?
Do some weird stuff, this lot. I mean, what's that busting that vase thing about? Is that meant to make him out to be strong?
It's more to show that he's not after material wealth.
They'd be better off getting one of them fairground machines. The ones with the big hammers that ding the bell at the top.
It's a symbol.
No, it's definitely a bell. I got it every time.
You're misunderstanding me.
Leave it, Roy. Excuse me. Sorry I'm late. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's nice. Much better.
So you didn't like that blouse?
I don't suppose I got any change. I needed that for Sunita.
Well, I've got a bit of cash.
Now he says I could have got the scarf and all.
We should at least introduce ourselves.
I am all right as I am.
Oh, babe.
I'm sorry, my fingers still haven't thawed out.
No, I'm sorry. It's not right for her brother to play father to her. That's my role.
Yes, I've got it working now.
Sure, yes.
I should be here. Okay.
I'm dreading this bit.
Why? What you got to do?
I've got to wash his feet to show my consent to their marriage.
Well, that's all right. He's got a good chiropodist.
What for?
Or is it podiatrist? I always get those two mixed up. Which is the one for verrucas?
Would I be right in guessing you two will be next?
Unless someone sneaks in before us.
We're thinking of a summer do.
Summer 2007.
Oh, right. Why not, eh? You're both young.
You'd think they were at a football match, not a wedding, chatting and wandering around.
Everyone seems to be enjoying themselves, though.
A bit of respect wouldn't go amiss.
Hang on. This is from a charity shop. You said it was new.
It was. Brand new, never worn. Apparently, the last owner died waiting to have it took in.
Well, I reckon you owe me some change.
Oh, begrudge a pensioner a bit of spends.
Honestly, we don't mind standing. Please take our seats.
I'm fine, thank you.
I believe the bride will be honouring us with her presence at any moment.
You know her well?
Oh, yeah, we were witnesses at the civil ceremony, just the two of us.
Quite delightful.
It's like a fairy tale, really, isn't it?
Oh, a triumph over adversity.
Yeah, I hadn't realised he proposed to her when she was still really quite poorly.
Before he could be certain of her recovery.
I mean, normally when you say in sickness and in health, you want to start with a bit of health, don't you? But he just wanted to be with her for whatever time they had.
Devoted. Truly devoted.
I couldn't believe it when I saw you and Mum. I thought I was dreaming. I am so glad you both came.
But
No, but
you have a but in there. I know you.
it's only that Mum won't take part. It's like she's here, but she still hasn't forgiven me.
Please, one step at a time.
I know. It just feels strange. Shelley, my best mate, welcoming Deb into the family while she watches like an ordinary guest, a spectator.
I'm trying to explain. Your mother's a proud woman and she was hurt. That you'd believe her intentions were cruel. If she believed you could choose the right man yourself...
Which I have.
Yes, and he's a man your mother couldn't have dreamt of arranging for you to marry. He's from a good family, yes. Status, yes. And you love him. But please be gentle with her, Sunita. She's been wrong for the right reasons. Her pride is hurt. But don't ever doubt your mother loves you very deeply.
Sunita, what? Look, Dev. No, it's bad luck.
Don't be daft. I don't look at my first wife. I'm a fat lot of good at this.
She must have seen the look on my face when I was about to wash his hairy toes.
Don't make your chunni heavy with tears. They've got to be able to lift you. And you're not a weakling your brother is.
This doesn't look good. You've not changed your mind.
I'm happy that's all. Honestly, I'm fine.
See you then.
Are you ready?
I've got a tissue somewhere. Shell, where's my bag?
Oh, your Josh had it.
Oh, it's with you, mate. It's okay, I'll get it. Thanks for looking after it.
Pleasure. Anything to help the day go smoothly?
Sunita, today I really am a proud father.
Don't, Dad. Where's Jayesh with my bag?
Here you go. Found the woman that I want to spend the rest of my life with. Sunita is all that I want.
Are we late? Yes.
Flaming taxi, can you believe it?
Oh, take 5.
Hey, who's the fifth?
Ah, Karen's gone for fags, hasn't she?
Are they married yet?
I haven't got a clue. Hey, Einstein, are they married yet? Because I'm starving.
No. I believe we're up to J, Marla. Yes, the flower garlands, signifying commitment and mutual acceptance as lifelong partners.
You okay?
Can we have garlands?
Whatever you want. Is it true you're getting wed in 2007? Yeah, will you come? Probably be dead by then.
Arabalam Chandra Balam Tadeva Vidya Balam Deva Balam Tadeva Lakshmi Pate Tengruyugam Smarami.
Something up?
Oh, just a gate crasher, that's all. I'll deal with her. Once a landlady, always a landlady, eh? Kieran, I want to watch. It's Maya!
Are you sure it was Maya you saw?
You're positive.
Because you know what you like, jumping to conclusions.
Charlie, you can't make me feel any worse than I already do. Can you not accept that? I'm sorry.
Can we do your relationship after we've stopped this wedding being derailed? Not seen Karen, have you?
No.
A flipping killer.
I'll check the car park.
Yeah, I'll check the garden.
No, it's all right. It's not that bad. Just can't do as she's told, that's all.
You stay here in case she tries to get in again, all right?
Om Mangalya Tantunanena Bhartur Jivan Hetuna.
Ready?
Where's Shelley? I want Shelley to see this.
Look to me.
No, hang on, Dad.
I want Shelley to be there when we actually become married.
Where's Shelley? To balance the bridesmaid. She was just chucking out a gatecrasher.
She shouldn't have bothered with plenty of everything. Why has he stopped? Dad, will you ask Pandit G if it's okay to hang on for a sec?
Is there a problem?
No, I just want everything to be perfect.
What gatecrasher? What gatecrasher, man or woman, is important? I don't know, woman. Because she says she's got to deal with her. Come on, let's not waste any more time. Let's be married.
And we will be, but I want Shelley here.
I love you. We shouldn't be apart a minute longer than we have to.
And we won't be. But Shelley's been there for me right through everything. She helped get us together. She's my best friend.
I'll get her. Shelley won't want us to be holding things up.
Don't waste your breath arguing. She takes after her mother. The pundit says it's your wedding. You take as long as you like.
But listen, there's...
Dev, please.
How's that?
Thank you. Clever having a little sewing kit in your bag.
Oh, you never know when you might need to stitch someone up.
Are you a friend of Sunita's?
My connection's more with Dev, actually. So why have we stopped? No problem, I hope.
My daughter has to have everything just so.
I suppose when you found the right man, you don't want to compromise. Are you sure that's okay?
Yes, thank you.
Not at all.
Come on, is Shannon here?
No. I must say, he has some lovely friends. They say you can tell a lot about a man by his friends.
Ah, he's lovely, Mum. And you will love him, and know you will.
I think he'll do you very well.
I never wanted to make you ashamed.
No. You're a headstrong girl. Stubborn. You get it from your father.
What did I say to you? Wait till we get home. It is not your day today, it's Sunita's.
Oh, well, sorry for looking after myself.
Oh, I take it from your mood the test has come back negative then.
Well, I didn't need to do a test, did I? Because I know, don't I?
Oh, here we go.
No. Here we go, nothing, Steve. I came on. Why do you think I've been home and got changed? You know, it's been a real mare. And I know I can't be pregnant.
I'm sorry.
No, just bother about Sunita. Go on.
Shelley! What's going on?
Nothing, I just came out for some air.
Well, Jay said there was a gate crasher.
What a word, gatecrasher. Sounds so violent and destructive. I prefer something more poetic like a, oh, I don't know, Spectre at the Feast.
My, where'd you get off on all this?
I don't want to get off, I'm enjoying the ride. Nice feed.
Leave. Now or I'm calling the police.
The police? You don't want to do that, you'd spoil the lovely atmosphere. And all for the sake of what, 5 minutes? Give me 5 of your happy minutes alone. And I promise I'll go away.
Well, you're not staying here. No way, no chance, not happening. Just forget it, OK? There you go, job done. Ta-da.
I wasn't sure what to get you, gift-wise.
I don't want anything from you.
There was no sign of a wedding list, so, I thought you'd prefer a surprise.
What do you think you're going to achieve by this? What did you think I was going to say that I made a mistake? I can't imagine what it's like in your head.
You wouldn't want to. You couldn't. Because you've never had everything you thought you knew. All your hopes, all your trust destroyed. And then watch the person responsible laughing and dancing and loving someone right under your nose.
I'm going in.
What the hell are you doing?
It's my fault. I'm his ex-fiancée. We were just, reminiscing.
Is this leaving?
My sister's in there feeling foolish. I mean, is this some kind of punishment for asking you to wait, eh?
Oh, I can take care of this.
Dev, go on. Come on, come on.
Look at me. I don't go in for amateur pranks.
Look, I'm sorry. Look, the thing is, if you would have done this test, I'd have wanted to have been there and all. So we could both find out at the same time. On our own, in our flat, you and me and... well, the future. That's why I was so upset with you.
I just wanted it to happen.
I know.
I thought you changed your mind.
Sunita, nothing. No one can make me change my mind. All I want is for us to be married.
So dehi jaso dehi yaso dehi dvisojahi.
She looks so beautiful and so happy.
Just shows when people are right for each other, eh?
Sarva mangala mangalye shive sarvat.
She's a lucky girl.
Saranye trambake gauri narayani namostute. Om sindure sarva saubhagyam sindure sukha sampada ददामि तव सीमन्ते सिन्दूरं सुखवर्धनम्
Sindur, applied to the parting of the hair. Sign of a married woman.
Look this way.
Oh, let them have this moment to themselves.
We're married.
We're married.
I still can't believe it.
No.
They're not going to want me on the photo, are they? I mean, our face must have slipped off by now.
Well, we're standing at the back.
No, Steve, the right response is carrying you look gorgeous.
Are you going to be in this photo?
Whereabouts?
With me. I'm sorry.
Food down.
Sounds like you failed to mess things up for them, eh?
Why does everyone think so badly of me? I like a happy ending as much as the next person. Where are you going?
To congratulate the happy couple. My work here is done. Do what you like now.
That's good of you.
Oh, close that gap. Why is that a gap?
For the groom's father.
Where is he?
That's you, man. Come on.
Yes. Of course.
A university lecturer, you say?
Congratulations. Very happy for the both of you. Thank you, Karen.
Everyone is so excited. They're so excited for you. I'm trying to store this feeling in my head. Remember it forever.
She really does look happy, huh?
I don't think we'll be having any more trouble with her.
Are you Sunita Parekh? Not now. I'm Sunita Allahan.
My wife!
Formerly Parekh.
Yeah?
Sunita Parekh, I'm arresting you on suspicion of assisting in unlawful immigration and bigamy.
Devendra Allahan,
You do not have
I'm
to say
arresting you
anything,
on
but it may
suspicion
harm
of
your
being an
defence if you
illegal
do not
immigrant.
mention when
You do not have to
questioned
say
something you
anything,
later
but it may
rely
harm
on
your
in
defence
court.
if you do not mention when
Anything you do
questioned something
say may be
you
given
later
in evidence.
Anything you do say, I have got the whole night sorted out.
So what do you need me for then?
Oh, come on, Violet. I want tonight to be special.
Well, why not try asking me what I'd like to do next time, Jason?
You're still coming at you.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Oh, hello, sir.
Now, don't tell me. A red wine and a vodka tonic? For the purposes of the tape, I'm showing Miss Parekh 4 marriage certificates marked Evidence Exhibit A. Is that your name and signature on the wedding certificate dated today? The interviewee confirms her signature. Would you now check the signatures on the other 3 certificates, please? Your own birth certificate was presented at each ceremony. Now, do you remember?
I'm a chairman of a local business forum. I was at a meeting all day. You can check.
And Friday, September the 24th.
Friday, I do stock taking. I visit all my shops. You can check that as well.
And on that particular day, did you have any contact with Ms. Parekh?
Listen, I'm not going to tell you again. Her name is Allahan.
Did you see her?
No, I was out all day.
That's all I needed to know. Do the names Waleed Aziz, Mohammed Salik, and Jamal Kambula mean anything to you?
No.
You sure about that?
I believe my client has already answered that question, Detective.
For the purposes of the tape, I'm showing Mr. Allahan 4 marriage certificates marked Evidence Exhibit A. You might want to look at those.
This can't be right.
Do you recognize the bride's name on each of those certificates?
But she set us up. No, look, there's a woman called Maya Sharma.
Whose name is on the certificates?
Yeah, Sunita, but...
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like your husband number 4, Mr. Allahan.
Is there anything else you want to tell me, Sunita?
What's the point? You'll only twist it round.
I don't have to. I have too much evidence and you don't have enough answers. Listen, do yourself a favour and help yourself. Everything points towards you running this thing. If that isn't the truth, if there's someone else involved...
I told you who did this. Her name is Maya Sharma. Maya Sharma!
I don't understand women. I really don't.
Ah, the cry of men through the ages.
Oh, way up. Here comes trouble.
Just talking about the wedding. Oh, yes, sorry. You weren't invited.
Can I get you another drink, Karen? Because your glass looks half empty.
Or should that be Baron, Karen?
Calm down, you two!
Shame it's not 3, innit?
You know, you just want to get stuffed.
Oh, I've been there. I got the T-shirt, isn't that right, Steve? Hey, you know what? If you can't manage it, maybe I could have another go. I could be like your surrogate mother or something.
I don't think so, because he's still got the fleas from last time.
At least I got pregnant, Karen.
Yeah, and look where it has got you. Because call me old-fashioned, when I bring a life into this world, I still want to have one. Judging by the look of her, it is really starting to put me off the old thing. Oh, I'm sorry, are you still here?
Right, everyone. Everyone, please, can I have your attention? I've just spoken to Dev. He's been released without charge.
Sunita Parekh, you are charged that between 24th September and 22nd October 2004, you assisted in the unlawful immigration of 6 individuals into the UK, contrary to Section 25 of the Immigration Act 1971 as amended. Do you plead guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty. Not guilty.
You are also charged that between 25th September and 25th October, you married 6 males during the life of your husband, Walid Aziz. Do you plead guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Is there an application for bail?
Yes. The prosecution submit that there are substantial grounds to believe that you will interfere with the course of justice. There are serious charges in which others are clearly involved. The offences were plainly well considered and planned, and you are alleged to have played an essential role. We consider there are reasonable grounds to believe you will interfere with and jeopardise the police investigation.
Look at her.
She'll be all right when you get her
Miss
home.
Parekh, your trial will take place on the 28th of March 2005.
Bail is refused for Miss Parekh.
You what?
Knock, knock.
Hello, legs. Doesn't lipstick go on after pie and chips?
Oh, you noticed. So, what are you doing for Dindins then, now that wifey's abandoned you?
She's just visiting mates for a couple of days. And I can cook 5 dishes as it goes. 14 if you count my on-toast range.
So you're not going hungry then? Food-wise, I mean.
Nice of a young girl like you to show such an interest.
What? Because you're such a fossil? Get lost.
So, how's the machine going down?
Oh, it's got everyone's backs up, just like you wanted.
Moi?
But then I reckon you get everything you want, eh?
You all right, Pops? You gonna come and get me a pint?
I've got paperwork to do.
Right. Well, I reckon we leave him too, don't we, Kel, hey?
What? Oh, yeah. See ya.
Don't even think about it.
I'm so sorry. If anything to get you out of here.
You can't throw your money at this one. I've had it.
Wish I could swap places with you.
So do I.
What's the food like? I'm sorry, that's a really stupid question. I'm really sorry.
Will you stop saying that? It's meaningless. I can't stay in here, it's unbearable.
I'm gonna get you out.
I'm stuck in here till the trial. The trial, I can't even believe I'm saying it.
Myra will come unstuck by then.
They've refused me bail. They think I'm running an immigration scam.
Yeah, but the truth will out and we will get through this and you have to have faith.
In what?
In me. In us.
I'm in prison. Sunita Parekh, the underachiever from St. Julie's High School, is in prison. Try sticking that on Friends Reunited.
And I know this is a living hell, but I love you.
I'm only in this mess because of your love.
You think I don't know that?
Your money can't get me bail. And your love can't protect me from the lunatic whose bed you used to share. I'm only in here because you stopped loving her and moved on to me.
Moved on.
Have I hurt your delicate feelings? I'm sorry if I used the wrong word. Only I'm a bit cabbaged at the moment, you know, what with one thing and another. It's bad enough my wedding turned into a complete circus, that I was arrested in front of my parents, that I was carted off in a police car. Blushing bride. I was blushing, all right. I have been strip-searched, locked up, all my things confiscated, my wedding ring taken away, people barking orders at me, passing judgment on me. And what did I ever do wrong? I can't stand it! I can't stand it! I only ever wanted to be your wife.
You've made us feel like second-rate machinists on second-rate machines.
I'm seeing a new side to you, Hales, and do you know what? I like it.
Well, we don't like favouritism.
Hey, don't go guilt-tripping me. It's not my fault I was the chosen one.
So Sean's quids in and we're out in cold, eh?
Only if he keeps his head down, the same as the lot of you.
So who's on it tomorrow?
Hello?
Oh, get lost.
You've no chance.
One of you gets the sandpit, one of you gets the Wendy house, the others can do some colouring in. I don't know.
Could always put our names in a hat.
Or you could have a race or something.
What, like a machine race?
Might stop us dying from boredom.
Oh, right. Oh, well, you soon change your tune, haven't you?
Happens like races, because you know what, Johnny always seems to win them.
I'm in the race as well.
On your old machine, Roy's got a stopwatch.
I know you're in there!
So good to see you both. To have you back. You'll never get rid of us now. Good.
Dad's sorting out a solicitor.
Dev's already got one.
Might be better if Dad handles it, you know.
Dev's doing everything he can.
Bit tight, and I'll have some lovely bruises to take to the police. Manna from heaven. How's Mrs. Allahan?
Well, how do you think?
Funnily enough, I've been giving it some serious thought. She's still in her wedding suit.
Your problem is with me, not Sunita.
Oh, thanks for setting me straight.
Everyone knows that you did it.
Why don't you get the Rovers Brigade to do a petition? Dear Inspector Morse, it was the bunker's ex what done it. Those that can't spell their own name could just do a paw print or something. That'd be me screwed.
I hate you.
I know, darling. That's what gets me out of bed in the morning. That and a fistful of happy pills.
Just shut it now.
I must say, she scrubs up nicely, your dreary little mouth. And that lovely vat, what was it? I shall follow you wherever you go. Brought a tear to my eye, I can tell you. Well, maybe it was the onion bargee. Hi!
Hi.
You're insane. All this info, what did I do? I fell in love with somebody else.
Yeah. That's about the top and the bottom of it.
What is it with you? Why can't you move on with your life?
Because it's so much more fun ruining yours!
You listen to me. Listen. You're going to come unstuck. There's going to be a loose end somewhere, and they will find it.
You'll never prove it in a million years. I'm afraid the shop girl's stacked her last shelf. Save her.
The police can't believe that Sunita, of all people, could do something like this. Well, I don't think I know a kinder, more honest woman.
Thanks, Emily. I'll be sure to let her know that she's got lots of support here.
Please do.
What do you want?
Poor you. I suppose this means the honeymoon's off.
What a dreadful thing to say.
Oh, please. I bet you and all the other old dears around here are delighted with gossip this juicy. Shop girl in asylum seeker scam.
We old dears have nothing but respect and affection for Sunita, not to mention complete faith in her innocence. This may not be the most thrilling of places to live, but mark my words, we know how to look after our own.
Careful, Maya, it's starting to show your true colours.
Do you think I care? I'm sure you've already told the whole street this deluded idea of yours that somehow I'm responsible for little wifey's predicament. Of course, without proof.
Get out.
Temper, temper. Get off me. Get off me! It's always somebody else's fault, isn't it, Dev?
I'm not interested.
This is all down to you. You put Sunita in prison!
Yeah, and you're beyond crazy, woman.
Did you really think I'd just disappear? Just fade away? What do you reckon she'll get? 3 years? 4? Well, look on the bright side. What a wonderful opportunity for Sunita to finally learn a trade. Please don't hurt me!
Get off the Dev! I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm gonna kill you, you sad, pathetic freak.
Dev, what the hell are you doing?
Yanni, are you all right? Oh, God, I know he's going through a terrible time, but did you hear what he just said, that he'd kill me?
Yeah, I did. Blokes like that were looking up.
Leave it, son. Come on. I mean, it wouldn't suit everybody going out with a footballer. You can't just show up to training in a pair of jeans and a fleece, because the fans expect a certain, well, sophistication.
Really? Now, do you manage that then?
Not a teensy bit jealous, are we?
Jealous? Of what? You're only going out with Warren because you've got this mad idea that you're going to be the new Victoria Beckham. You don't even fancy him.
Oh, but I do.
Oh, but you don't.
Anyway, stop being so superficial. Looks aren't everything. And I thought you'd known that going out with Tyrone.
I'm sorry, I am not going out with Tyrone.
If you say so. You may be happy with your little nights out in the Rovers, but me and Warren mix in different circles now. We have to make the effort, like what outfit to wear. Is it going to be a formal do, or are we going to a trendy nightclub? Or is the paparazzi going to be there?
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's it, Red Wreck again. Get on.
Are you all right, love?
I need to speak to someone.
What's wrong?
I've done something. I've been withholding important information about the Perec bigamy case. I want to make a confession.
I suppose you lot are all gossiping about poor Sunita, are you?
No, actually. We're talking about work, not that it's anything to do with you.
I'm sorry, it's just everybody seems to be.
How much?
$8.25.
I'll take care of those, Kieran. There you go. See if that don't butter them up. Keep the change.
Oh. Thanks, Mr. Baldwin.
You're welcome.
Take your time.
He used me. Just like he used Sunita.
You mean Mr. Allahan?
We were engaged before he moved on to Sunita. No, at the time I was perfect for him. I was a lawyer, you see, so I knew all about legal loopholes and procedure. Of course, he wasn't in love with me, he just wanted my help. My legal skills to put this whole marriage scam together.
You're saying Mr. Allahan is behind all this? He organised these marriages?
Of course he did. Do you think Sunita, a simple little shop girl, could pull something like this off? It's Dev! It's all Dev!
I know you want to marry me.
Of course I do.
And I want to marry you too. But 2007.
I know. I just thought it was the best thing all round. I'd always mess everything up, eh?
I'm not asking you to explain. I've been thinking a lot about this. You were widowed in the most tragic and terrible of ways. Josh left without his mum, you without your wife.
This doesn't affect the way I feel about you, Claire, honest.
I believe you. But it does affect the way you feel about yourself. And that's why you'd rather the wedding was way off there, somewhere in the distant future where you don't have to think about it. You're not ready, that's all. You've had to keep things together for Josh, for your dad, even for me. I don't think you've ever really come to terms with what's happened yourself, because you've been concentrating so hard on being strong.
I know.
Oh,
it's so hard at times.
Oh, Mr. Allahan.
Lars, yeah, I've been trying to get in touch with you all day.
We'd like to ask you a few questions, please, Mr. Allahan.
Fine, you just ask away, whatever you want, far away.
It might be easier to do this at the station, sir.
Fine.
Blimey, do you brush your hair with a toffee apple?
So we're going around in circles here. Now, I thought you wanted to talk to me about Maya's part in all this.
No, we do, sir. She claims you used her legal skills to help arrange these marriages.
Now, listen. I'm going to put this in the simplest possible terms, right? Maya Sharma is responsible for all this. We were engaged, I jilted her, she went nuts. Revenge, right? Then she gets hold of Sunita's birth certificate, she marries these random blokes and she tips you off, conveniently you'll notice, just before my wedding. Then she turns up to my ceremony and she sits back and watches the fireworks.
Remarkable woman, this.
What's remarkable is that you lot have fallen for it. I've got to go.
Well, urgent appointment? I thought you wanted to help us with our investigation.
I'm going to see my wife. The wife you idiots have locked up because you can't see beyond anything that hasn't been put up in front of you on a plate by Maya Sharma.
Mr. Allahan, we simply want to ask you a few questions regarding these marriages.
For God's sake, I'm just a businessman. I own 7 shops around here. I'm just an ordinary bloke who wants his wife back.
Mr. Allahan.
Look, I'm already late.
We're not finished, Mr. Allahan.
Am I under arrest?
No, sir. But we still have to follow up on the report that you threatened Miss Sharma this morning.
Look, she was goading me and she was taunting me. Now, you think about it. Would she turn up to my shop this morning if she was terrified of me?
Well, you don't deny saying you'll kill her.
Grow up. Well, you never said that to her about anybody in your life? You? It's an expression, like innocent till proven guilty. Not always to be taken literally.
I wasn't sure you'd agree to see me.
Breaks up the day.
Don't, Sunita. I'm not your enemy. This is all down to Dev.
What?
Don't you see? He must have sold your identity on some dodgy outfit that arranges illegal marriages. Have you noticed your passport missing? Birth certificate, maybe?
I knew you were mad. Why would I believe you over the man I love? Give it up, Maya. Both me and Dev know this is all down to you.
Of course it's all down to me. Clever, isn't it?
course, without proof, what can you do?
Police will find out. They always do.
Poor naive little Sunita. You forget I'm a solicitor. Not only have I seen plenty of innocent people go to jail, but I've also picked up lots of tips from my more, unsavoury clients. False alibis, planting false evidence, the works. Who would have thought it would all come in so terribly handy?
Even if I do go to prison. Even if you get your evil little way. Don't matter, does it? Because I love Dev with all my heart and soul, and he loves me just the same way. And that'll see us through anything you or anyone else can do to us.
You silly, silly girl. Have you forgotten how Dev dumped you? How he dumped me? Do you think he's going to wait around for years for you? Look at the state of you. Even if you can arrange conjugal visits, you think he'd even bother turning up? Wake up, girl. Dev will move on. It's what he does. While you rot in here.
You early?
Gonna tidy up, were you?
Well, yeah, I was. I was going to get the welcome banner out and put the champagne on ice.
I'm not stopping you.
Yeah, but now you're here, there's better ways of celebrating, isn't there? Missed you, babe.
Yeah, me too.
So, how was London? Enjoy your fix?
You bet.
Oh, I've got to look forward to the credit card bill now, then, don't I?
So how are the boys? Been behaving themselves?
Just about, yeah.
It's funny. I really love being back there and everything, but I don't know. It didn't really feel like home anymore. I actually found myself looking forward to coming back.
Good, good. God, I'll get you a drink. And how about I'll take you to lunch?
Oh, no. I've already arranged to see Maya.
What, after all I've told you about her?
Oh, the whole thing's ridiculous. They've just got their knives out for her. I don't know why everyone's so keen to take that Sunita's side. I mean, how do they know she didn't do it?
Because no matter what you think of her, Frank, she ain't that kind of girl. And, anyway, Mike reckons she's as straight as a die, and I've got to trust his judgment. Where's that other bird, Maya, by the way? What do you really know about her?
That she doesn't go eyeing up other people's fellas for a start.
So, how are you, Charlie?
I'm fine, thanks.
Good. Shelley tells me that you're both back together.
That's right.
Well, I'm glad you managed to sort things out. Look, I'd like to put all that business behind us. Let's just get back to normal.
Well, that's fine by me.
As far as I'm concerned, things already are.
Yeah. Have that on me.
You're the talk of the town, darling.
So, come suss me out, have you? See if I really did do it.
Don't be daft. They're just looking for someone to hang it on, and you're the obvious target. It must be awful for you.
Well, I can't say I've been getting much sleep. Frankly, I'm sick of the whole thing. Anyway, I decided I deserve a break, so I'm going to Italy on Friday. Who knows, I might even stay there.
You're joking?
Of course. Doesn't mean I don't feel like it, though.
Well, I can't say I blame you. So do you reckon it's him behind all this, then? Only she don't strike me as being bright enough.
Probably. He's very manipulative. You know, I bet he was doing this all the time I was with him, and I didn't even know it.
Maybe that's what all those little conversations and meetings were about. Nothing to do with her being ill at all. He's a nasty piece of work. You're well out of it.
You know what really hurts? Is that I bent over backwards to be nice to those two. I even went to their wedding.
Well, they invited you?
No, I just wanted to go along. Show them I didn't bear any ill feeling.
Yeah, you did, didn't you? I mean, after what they did to you.
Well, yeah, but... Oh, I decided there was no point in being busy. You just destroy yourself that way, don't you?
Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, no one was as shocked as I was when Sunita got arrested. I really felt for Dev, you know. I called round the next day to see how he was, but what happens? Suddenly, I get all these accusations flung at me and I get thrown out into the street. I mean, the man's mental.
Well, he'd have to be, wouldn't he? To think he can get away with it all.
Well, whether they get him for it or not, at least he's got his punishment. His precious Sunita's behind bars. Not much of a honeymoon for him, is it? And with any luck, she'll be there for a very long time.
Ready to order, ladies?
Oh, sorry, we haven't chosen yet.
I've done us some lunch. I'll be through in a minute. I just want to have a word with Dev. See how Sunita is.
Okay.
Do you think you do it?
Just trying to get past.
What the hell you were?
Oh, come on, let's not start all that again. I thought we were being nice to each other.
Mineral water, please.
Sure. Maybe if I go and talk to her.
She probably won't want to see you either. It's like she's gradually switching herself off from everyone. Preparing herself.
For what?
Staying in there.
Oh, Dev, don't say that.
You know, I don't know what I'm going to do if I lose her, Shell. I don't think I could bear it.
Do you want stringing up that Maya?
You know, she went to see Sunita.
You're joking.
She had the gall to sit there in front of her and laugh at her. I mean, she's destroyed us already. You know, that's not enough. No, she's got to stick that knife in just a little bit further, just that
I need to talk to you.
Yeah, well, if you're about to plead the innocence of your friend, then you can forget it.
I'm not. Just the opposite, really.
Why? What is it?
A while back, Maya told me she had this wedding to go to.
Was that it?
No. Look, for all I know, I could be barking up the wrong tree here.
No, go on.
Well, a few days later, we were out having a meal, and this taxi driver came in. He recognised Maya and came over, asked her how married life was.
What?
He reckoned it was her wedding he'd taken her to. She just laughed it off. Said that he got confused, and I didn't think anything of it at the time, but now...
But wait, would you recognise this guy? I mean, would you remember what he looked like?
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you. Thank you.